We are guys. As you come in, please make sure you hit that like button. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Remember, we do go live each and every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 o'clock Eastern time. Like always, thank you for tuning in to KI Culture Radio. Jordan, Hakeem, what's going on? What's cracking like? And what's cracking like?
Hey man, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great, man. I'm feeling outstanding. Another week starting Monday day. Starting this Monday very strong. So feeling really good. How you feeling, Hakeem? How you feeling? Oh, you on mute? You on mute?
No, no, I think he stepped away. Not only that, but also happy President's Day for everybody that's out there enjoying their President's Day. A lot of people are out there on the beach. A lot of people are traveling. A lot of people just enjoying the days off. Yes, we can't hear you. So yeah, so a lot of people are enjoying their President's Day. A lot of people are out right now. So people that are enjoying your President's Day, happy President's Day. Make sure you guys still be safe. And man, today was just a relaxed day. I feel good. I feel good. I feel good. I can't say. Can you still hear? I think your mute is out. Can't hear you. No.
No, can't hear you. What's going on, Jabari? It's good to see you, brother. Good to see you.
Yeah, yeah. We just chilling right now. Hakeem just having technical difficulty at the moment. So as he get set up, his audio is down. So anyhow, Jordan. So you said you had a extraordinary weekend, huh?
Yeah, I had a really good weekend. Chill with the wife. Play some board games, play Monopoly, listen to some music. Just have some quality time with the wife and everything. Talk about the baby and everything. She's due in a month. Hey man, just exciting times. Just exciting times. Had a good weekend. How about you, Ronnie? How was your weekend?
No, it's good, good, good. Working like hell. Working like hell and slept like heaven.
I
So I
hear you.
worked like hell and slept like heaven. So I made sure all that was pretty much going on. Jabari said, "Ain't no President's Day and Biden's America."
That's true. I appreciate you, Jabari. Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, we just waiting for Hakeem to get set up because we can't really show no video until he gets set up. Can't hear you.
Can you still?
Yeah, so but until Hakeem get set up, Jordan, I don't know you heard about the situation what happened with Trump right now in New York. A lot of truckers are pro boycotting because
Really?
yeah, because Trump was found like guilty of
Mm-hmm.
the quote unquote what the situation of like they say he owe pretty much need to owe about 400 mil
Oh
plus
yeah.
yeah plus the not only 400 mil but plus he's not allowed to do business for the next 3 years, him and his son. So a lot of the truckers they don't like that, so they say, you know what, we're not going to work. So a lot of them right now they're boycotting and they're protesting. So it's not looking good for New York. So those that live in New York, it's gonna be a messy week
You know how
in New
them Trump.
York.
You know how them Trump supporters, yo. They will ride to die with that man. Like I said,
Yeah,
never see something like it in my lifetime. Because he has some extremely strong supporters, yo. They will ride and die for that man to all the way through. That's crazy.
yeah, it is crazy. And not only that, but also at the same time, when he was found to be guilty, they said Trump was on I will post it on my page. They said he got some new sneakers that came out.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
seen that. It was yeah, man. He's
you
the
gonna copy
first.
yourself a pair? You gonna get a
I'm not.
pair?
I'm not. No. It ain't that fly now. It ain't that fly. I mean, it's all right, but it ain't that fly to me to buy those. I don't care if it's $50, $60. No way, sir. It's all right, but it ain't the shoes for me. I'll just say
Uh, and anyway, you can't cop a pair anyway because it's sold out. As soon as it
it's
came
sold
out,
out
people
already.
it's sold out, sold out, sold out. So
Man,
imagine if you would have bought it,
it's
you would have resell it for like 3 grand. People would have bought it from you. Yeah, sold
it's
out.
sold out faster than when the new Jordans come out. Man, it's crazy.
Exactly. That's crazy. That's crazy. Hey, Sherry Brian. Hakeem, can you hear us now? I don't know. We wait on you.
No, we still can't
We
hear you,
can't hear you.
Ronnie.
Can't hear you. You might have to log out and come back in. We can't hear you at all.
Yeah.
So yeah, sorry for the Hakeem having technical difficulties. So sorry
That's
about that,
right.
folks.
Hey,
Yeah.
Sherry Bryan, it's good to see you back. We saw you had a wonderful week, an outstanding week for your birthday week. So we want to shout you out on that for sure, for sure.
Stephanie Walker said insurrection to to her Jones. Yeah, it is. But I ain't gonna lie. First, I was like, man, them shoes do look nice because I was like, I like the colors, but then I was like, man, it got Trump's names on it. Only if
Yeah,
they were J's, I would have been like, yo, that thing. Yeah, Cheryl, you was killing it. I was like, at all her pictures, I was like, man, she was looking stunning
yeah.
on this and that. But I want to say, but I want to ask, like, how can you still play the video? Because he said he can hear us. We just can't. He said he can. So go ahead, Jordan. Continue until he gets
Okay.
situated.
All
Go
right,
back
man.
that
What's going
deal.
on? What's going on, people? What's going on, everybody? Glad to see you guys. Glad to see you guys coming in chat. As you guys really appreciate you guys. So, even though we got this technical difficulties, we're gonna work on it while we're on live and everything. We're gonna work on up. We're gonna work on through. So, for today's topic, this was interesting. So, I don't know if you guys know of the lady. She's the host from MSNBC, Joy Reid. And not just, I just saw this today, but in the past couple of weeks, she's been really going off against Joe Biden. I mean, really going off. Just talk about, just going about his history of, his presidency, being the president and everything. And before we got a video where she was talking about racial discrimination and everything, but she's just really hot, with Joe Biden and the Democrats and everything. She was on the Fox News. This was like 2 weeks ago, and she was just red hot about the Democrats. I just want to read the statement. So it was an F-bomb was dropped during the monologue attacking the Republicans. Reid accusing of taking credit for bills that voted against but were passed by the Democrats and signed into law by the president. She slammed the GOP obstruction of an immigrant bill being mauled behind the scenes for the sake of Donald Trump. Over the 2 weeks ago, Biden said he's ready to take action if Congress is serious about solving the border issues and everything. Because as you see, we have a serious problem with the migrant situation and everything. I just saw a video. It's a small city in California, like an hour away from San Diego, and it's called Jacumbra, California, something like that. And these migrants are going up, and it's a rocky mountain. They going, up from the mountain and coming down and everything. And they just showed that stuff today. But anyways, getting back to the topic. But also, Joy Reid had when she kind of trending, and she was talking about racial discrimination, for Black Americans, deal with today, and she felt like, to find, it was a quote she said to find out Barack Obama 2 terms and Juneteenth are your reparations, stuff like that, and yet, we built this country. The attitude towards you from your peers and citizens is just shut up and be graceful and everything, which I definitely feel that. We do have a clip that we want to show you guys. She's really, going deep in detail. She was in the interview. I just called some long talks and everything. And we're going to play that video. After that, we're going to chop it up. Hopefully, we hear some sound from this. Go ahead, Hakeem.
Before, but what is it like to see it in such, you put it all together and see the way that Black people through time have been treated. And there was a quote by James Baldwin, who was a friend of Medgar's, a famous quote from 1961 where he said, to be a Negro in this country and to be relatively conscious is to be in a state of rage almost all of the time.
Yeah.
And has it changed that much? I mean, if you're aware and you see injustice and you wonder how does it continue, and it either directed against the Black community or the double standard where white people in power, like Donald Trump, are treated vastly different than everyone else.
I mean, to be a Black person in 2024 in America is to be in a state of complete perplexed confusion about what is wrong with a country that hates your history, to this day can't admit even the basics of what was done to your ancestors, can't accept any responsibility for the lack that has carried through the entirety of the existence of you in this country and think 60 years of relative freedom is enough. Now, blacks, please get out of Harvard. Now, blacks, you can't get any more loans. You can't even give each other loans of $20,000 unless you give white men who get 99% of funding for their businesses. We want 100. And to find out that literally Barack Obama's 2 terms as president are your reparations, and Juneteenth, which you already celebrated anyway, is your reparations, and yet you built this country. You literally physically built this country, and yet the attitude toward you from a lot of your peers and your fellow citizens is just shut up and be grateful. And it's infuriating, and that is why James Baldwin is my favorite writer. He is the greatest writer in American history. But he's speaking a truth that still exists, and he's been long gone, but it's still true.
I know you know the history.
So, she kind of, she was trending on this on, social media, personally on Instagram, and also I believe on Twitter and everything. And, like I said, she's a host on MSNBC and everything. And, she just, telling, what she sees in the life of, as a Black American, how, how people like we're being treated and everything, for a long, long time and everything. And like I said, it's still Black History Month. So, why not, keep talking about it and everything. So how can you still hear you or no? Let me see. Is mic still work?
I don't think so. No.
You don't think so? Still working?
No.
Okay.
No.
Nope. No. Okay. So, like I said, I can't still continue to adjust the situation and everything. All right. So let's talk about it. So I'm gonna pass it to you, Ronnie. What of Joy Reid was saying, about racial discrimination as in this country as as not just Black Americans but Black people in general and everything. Do you feel like where she was coming from about the history we suffer here in America?
Yeah, like you stated, Jordan, that this is Black History Month. So a lot of stuff, pretty much right now in this whole month, in its entirety, people gonna be focused on like the history of Black people. So, I don't. Oh, shout out to Gore. What's going on, Gore? Yeah, we had a good weekend. I hope your weekend was doing well. Shout out to the lovely Miss Neal, also in the chat. Welcome. We always love the presence of a woman. So the more women, the better. No, but what she was saying, I agree with her and I also disagree with her at the same time. So I also agree with her and also disagree with her at the same time because at the same time we live in a country where Black people are allowed to build and not only that, but also allowed to prosper. Because when you go to any other place, shout out to you, Muhammad. Welcome to the chat. If you go to any other places, a lot of Black people are not striving the way they strive in the United States. Now, don't get me wrong, have Black history been tampered with? Yes, of course. A lot of stuff in Black history has been deleted. You can't find certain information anymore because it's been hidden. Unless you really deep dive and try to find, okay, what happened in certain times, like in the 1960s, 50s, and also 40s. So if you like a historian, you will also go and find yourself, okay, let me see what really happened in American history. But majority of the time, um, when it comes to the aspect of Black people and the aspect of reparation, that is also is an ongoing top. That right there is also an ongoing topic because Black people still don't have reparation to this day. Where you have other culture of people who does have reparation. The Jewish culture, the Mexicans, the Indians. The list could go on and on and on. That was how I agree with her and also disagree with her at the same time. But I only disagree with her when it comes to the aspect of Black people striving in America because I think Black people are striving in America. Today, you have more wealthy Black people than you had back then in the 1960s. It's a fact. You have now. Don't get me wrong. Even though in the 1960s you have a lot of black businesses, it because the simple fact is there was no integration. Now we have integration. Of course, you're gonna have less Black businesses because now Black people don't like to spend their own dollars within their own community. So is that actually an American issue or that's a Black issue that we're not coming together and spending our dollars and certain establishment? So that would say I agree with her and some of her talking points, But then that's why I say I also disagree with her on certain target points that she also stated. Stephanie disagrees, but Stephanie, you gonna feel free to come on the panel and talk about it too, because I know Stephanie is one of your friends, Jordan. So it'll be dope to hear her point of view on it. But go ahead, Jordan.
I kind of know how she. I know her thinking is, so I kind of know if she comes on. I know what she's going to say. Personally, for me with Joy Reid, you know, I agree with her 100%. I mean, I can't be mad at that. You just look at the situation with the migrants and situation. You got migrants coming to the United States of America, especially in New York City. Even though they're illegally, they can, Adam, the Democrat, the mayor of New York City is signing a deal to give these immigrants, $53 million, for food and shelter and all that type of stuff, and they're illegal, for us and everything, as Black Americans, we try to give a reparation, we try to, see what the Democrats can do for us, but the thing is nothing. Or you look at Republicans, they see what they can do for us. It's absolutely nothing. And the thing is about it is like, I'll just say this too. I just figure like, I believe, especially in our generation, Generation Zs and millennials, I feel like, we, learning our history and really, really getting more on code and everything. I really feel like, we're looking at, when elections coming up, not just, for the election, but also the government and also the state and also the city of, if you're gonna vote for somebody, Democrat, Republican, or independent, what are you gonna do for Black people? What are you gonna do for Black people? I'll just give you another thing. What happened here in California? So there was remember last year we talked about the reparation packages and everything. Now, I'm gonna pull it up real quick. They did a reparation package here in California, which I believe is just really, really shitty. It's really, really shitty. So it's because it's I gotta pull up the package and everything. I'm gonna pull it up. So they did this. Talked about this like 3 weeks ago. And the thing is about this package, they was talking about how to no, give me a second. Let me look it up real quick. Let me pull it up.
No, of course.
Let me pull it up. Okay.
And shout out to Jesse Miao. Welcome back, big dog. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Joe the Hurdle. Great to see you, big dog. Great to see you back in the building. And of course, the lovely Sugar Bum is in the building. Sugar, don't do that. I like Shiesty Bum. Shiesty, you get all the praise and all the glory. Sugar, you just say it's just sugar. It's no. But just hit me out. You've been gone, and also the lovely Black Beauty is in the building. Shout out to you guys. Jordan, are you ready?
Give me 1 second. Keep going.
Okay. So yeah, we don't vote independent. It's a waste of a vote. You really think so? Just hit me out. I don't think it's a waste of a vote. Hey, Sugar, don't tell me to be quiet. I'm not gonna be quiet. If Shicey's here, then I'll be quiet. If Shicey's not here, I'm gonna be all in your face because I'm. All right, Goy. Sugar's back. Sugar been gone for like God knows how long, and then all of a sudden she's back today. But I know she might be enjoying her President's Day. Not only that, I know she getting ready for spring break. So a lot of people are getting ready for spring break. So it's gonna be dope. No, but Jordan, you was right about the about that reparation in California. That reparation in California, I knew that jump was gonna be trash because your governor, he's not really that good of a governor. So
No, but the thing is, it's like we was talking about like doing some type of cash payments, but it went when we talked about that, he backed it down. It's like, oh no, it's gonna talk more data than anything. But instead of doing that, it was just more of expunging, criminal records and everything. I can't find it. I'll just say, okay, I'll find it later. But it was just a bunch of BS. I see. It was just a bunch of BS stuff. We don't even care about and everything. But yeah, going back to the Joy Reid. Oh, Joy Reid, she's a host of NBC. and she was just talking about how she's outrageous about how black people are being treated, and also going off of Biden as well. Yeah, but go back to the topic. I'll see if I can find a landing before I go. But yeah, I just feel like in this country, it's like we're at the lowest lows. We are probably the last race that we think about to do this, to get what we need to get and everything. But I just feel like we just got to keep, for us as Black Americans, you just got to keep on continue to okay, hey, be strong. Continue to be God, I'm sorry, I'm trying to find the words. Yeah, for Black people, we just need to I'm sorry, I'm bubbling. We just need to we just got to keep on continuing to stick together and really, find, when we vote for these laws that we look at, that we get something for Black people, because, because we hear in the, the year of the election when, especially the Democrats, they might put out some of that. We're gonna get Black people with this. It might be some crumbs and stuff. And then Donald Trump, he'll say he'll do something for Black people. He'll be talking crumbs and stuff as well. But the thing is, it's like we just really got to stick together and really, got to, keep talking and keep speaking to these, politicians, like, what are you gonna do for Black people? Because we just can't. We gotta stop taking, anything. If they're not, if they're not going, do anything for us, we're not gonna vote for you guys. In, I don't care if you're in the state, if you're in the city, or if you're in the White House, we just gotta stick on that.
I ain't gonna lie, Jordan. Sugar said something that I kind of agree with. She said, "I don't see the racism that these people is talking about." I kind of agree with her too, because I keep seeing right now, like right, especially in my job, I keep seeing Black women getting opportunity, becoming in management establishment. They get management jobs. I see a lot of men still creating businesses, and also Black women creating businesses. I see Black people continue to spend money like in different establishments. So I'm like, are Black people really lacking the opportunity that people are talking of? Like, really think about it.
Yeah. Oh, shout out to Ruth and Shoot. He's in the building.
What?
Joe don't hurt him. Say, white people sticks together even when they know they're wrong. That's
Yeah,
cool.
no,
That's
that's true.
cool.
Then, no, I do agree with that. They do stick together even when they wrong. And not only that, but Joe, you do make a good point when it comes to the aspect of the immigrants. Yes, the immigrants are getting treated better than some Black folks in certain communities. I do agree with that, especially when it comes to Chicago and also New York and also in California. They getting a lot of benefit where there's Black people that have been in this country for a very long time can't even get certain type of benefit. That is true, especially veterans, especially Black veterans. They are struggling to this day to get approved for certain medical benefits and also housing. There's a lot of things come into play with that. But when you see immigrants is coming from literally overseas and getting places like shelter, food, and also food stamp, it's just rare.
Yeah, we're not going to ignore the history, the history. I'm talking to Texas, how they try to erase our history. I ain't forget about that too. I was gonna get to that stuff. We know about that, and they could continue doing that and everything, and that pretty much that sucks. It kind of erased our history. And as you also said, and it rolled back to the Jim Crow South of Mississippi. Yeah, true, absolutely. It's just like I say, it's just a whole bunch of things and everything. But the thing is, it's like, even though they're gonna try to erase our history, it's important for us. No, we can't hear you, Hakeem. We can't hear you.
Now I told him, no, I can't hear you.
Yeah.
Some name, Muhammad, Mr. Muhammad said the good time episode where Floyd got the job over Jane. Blaze claimed the racism game, the trick of promoting Black women over Black men. I don't, I don't know because I don't know, Muhammad. That's a that's a tough one. That's a tough argument there, but that's a tough one. But if you really think about it, are really Black men really trying to get into a higher position? Are they really trying to get into that higher position? Because they see, like, I see more women trying to do higher, trying to get higher, more positions than Black men. Because a lot of Black men that I know, that I used to talk to when it comes to coming to a higher level, most of the time say, I don't want to do it. I don't have time for the pressure. I think they always biased. They don't try to strive for that next level.
But the thing is, it's like I think they don't want to be, in these, in the companies like we're in Hakeem. I think that they focus on going into more of the trades, making their own businesses and everything, going more into the trades because as you can see, a lot of black men not going to college no more. They're really hitting the trades, and I feel like a lot more black men should be hitting these trades. Being plumber, truck drivers. Electricians and everything because actually because a lot of black men know it's like we go to these colleges and everything, you get loans and everything, and sometimes you get stuck with these loans, and they just feel like these certain degrees you get, we get out of the college and everything, it's useless. Ruthless, what you talk about? I know you can hear what I hear. We already know what you're gonna say. She said, "I can't believe what I'm hearing." Yes, you hear what we hearing. You think we was gonna hear different? Oh man, I cannot believe what I'm hearing for Chaos Culture Radio. Of course, you hear what we hearing.
No, but Sugar asked the question. She said, "What? Where is all the moderate racism? Where is it?"
She said,
that is a good one. That is a good question. Where is the moderate racism?
I'm gonna have to agree with her.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, there you go. What you do?
Go ahead, Jen.
Man, I don't know. I had to reset everything, unplug, and all that. I'm like, I'm going crazy.
Yeah. But go ahead. But Stephanie, you are going to come on the panel. I love your take when it comes to the aspect of this. Yeah. So I think Hakeem dropped the link for you as well. So
yeah, and Ruthless, all of them. If they want to. You might have to drop it on your end, Ronnie.
Yeah, go ahead.
If that's the case, they coming in. If this is the topic, this might extend this damn topic.
Listen, I'm gonna have to agree with Sugar Bum on this one. I'm gonna have to agree. And I've been to Mississippi, and they say that's one of the most racist places ever. And I was like, I didn't felt as threatened there, but then I also had to go and do certain things to experience to see, okay, I'm not saying like I ain't never been called the N-word before. You feel me? But when we talking about things that are dead, I'm not saying they're not there. I think maybe from a personal aspect, I don't see a lot what a lot of people are talking. Maybe I haven't been in those spaces.
Stephanie said she's triggered. She said she's triggered.
We're going to bring you up, Stephanie. I know you got a lot of stuff to say.
I didn't mean to get her triggered. I'm just talking about from today's society. Like, where is it? Because my thing is racism. If there's racism, there ain't gonna be no opportunity for nobody. But if you still see black people still get into high positions, especially women, and you still see men still out there hustling as truckers and making six figures, because most of the guys, especially online, they're like, I'm making six figures. Okay, that means you having a lot of opportunities. So where's the racism?
But the thing is with that, Ronnie's like I said, even though you make six figures, with the way inflation's going up, six figures is not what it used to be. It's really not what it used to be. Shoot, it looks like with six figures, it's not. That's gonna be the working class. If you make six figures, 39.
We are the only people who diss our own leaders.
But no, I'm saying they say racism is here, bro. Jabbar say racism is here. But okay, if racism is here, remember, if we're going back into the 1960s where racism actually existed, black people won't be striving the way they are today. That's what I'm saying. You won't be able to have a remote job. You won't be making six figures. You won't be living in New York City or in California. You'll be over here in the South.
He said DeSantis. No, DeSantis, by all means, he's not a blatant racist, but maybe his policies could be a little bit, but most Democratic policies are racist as well. I just think that it's all on how we govern and look at certain things. I'm not saying this racism ain't here, is here. I just think that we also need to define what, depending on on an individual basis, what they define it as. Because the thing is, I'm on that Marcus Garvey tip. That's why I blindly don't see certain things, because you know what I mean, I go shop with certain people, so there's certain things I might not experience because I follow that the Garveynomics of things.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't go to Aventura. I ain't been in the Southwest ranches and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's a nice. Is that a bubble goose? I said
No,
that's a.
it's raining out here. That's why you got
It's
to know.
raining. No, I said that's a nice goose down.
Bubble goose. What's that?
The type of jacket you got. That's what they call them in New York.
We call it puffer out here.
Yeah.
What's up, Ronnie Ron? I see y'all up here. Capping. I mean, I just see. I just want. I feel sorry for y'all, man. I want to give y'all a big hug. Give y'all a big hug. Y'all need it right now because what Keith just said. I want to go outside in the rain. That's what I sound like. I just felt like it was raining up here. I just left outside from the rain. Now I'm coming to more rain.
Uh-oh.
I was crying up
Say
here.
what you got to say. Because the chat's going in.
Listen, I heard y'all say that the immigrants get treated better than black people. Are you serious? Are we really going to say some victim Olympic stuff like that?
What I'm saying is, it's like, if you come over here, you get instantly rewarded with stuff.
Hold on.
With illegals. But go ahead.
Yeah, but rewarded with what though? Rewarded with what? GR? That's a reward? Food stamps? Not a reward? I guarantee you they gave you GR. They said, look, black man, we're going to give you some of this $355 a month. I'll tell you, throw that shit back in their face. You know, what the fuck you talking about? I won't even cover my fucking dog bills. You see, I don't get it. Black athletes get millions. Rappers get millions, right? A lot of black people getting millions for their ideas. We're thriving. We obtain 8% of the wealth, so we're tied with the Asians, right? We're tied with the Asians. The white people are always going to have most of the wealth because they're the majority, right? But we're
He's having the Asians with what?
No, but what's going on, Rufus? But Rufus, you prove my point. So where's the racism? If we tied with the Asians, I mean, we gaining wealth, right?
Racism isn't what it used to be. Is it still there? Yes. Right? But it ain't what it used to be. It is no deterrence in the economical success of black people. It's no deterrence. Dudes is getting paid. What are we talking about? Dudes are getting to that. The biggest problem we're having, I ain't gonna lie to you, I think, in my opinion, this is my opinion. The biggest problem we're having in the black community is the family. It's within all, like the women and the men getting along and not getting along. Trying to keep the nuclear family together. Other than that, like, yeah, there's some discrimination. There's some cops, being violent towards certain individual cops. A little bit here, it's skirmishes here and there. Yeah, that's never going to go away. It's never going to go away. But is it enough is it deterring us from reaching our greatness? No. Look, we had a black president. What are we talking about here? We had a black president.
I can't because Stephanie said, "Do we know the definition of racism?" Look at the definition of racism.
Woo! Is that your Stephanie?
Yeah, that's Joanne Stephanie.
You going in today?
She triggered, but I'm just saying, look at the definition of racism.
That's that Cali vibe right now. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
See, even DB said how racism affected him today. That's what. If you see people like Rufus True, making great money, and
Yeah.
California now, great money in California. You see other men like myself, Hakeem Jordan, doing great, barely even have a parking ticket. Where is the racism?
Yeah, it says, look what Seven said. Racism is you're not being taught what the white kids are learning in first grade school about money. We as black men are on arrested development.
No,
And
but the thing, go ahead,
Muhammad
John.
said Obama is not a black American.
He's
Ooh,
not.
damn!
They keep saying Obama's a black
They're
American.
going
No, he's
Obama is
not.
mixed.
He's not.
Muhammad going in tonight.
He's no, because a lot of people are triggered, and I'm glad they triggered because that's how you have good conversation.
See,
I'm
see the thing
happy they
about, and
triggered.
that's,
Go
and
ahead.
that's the problem we have in the black. We are our worst enemies. Cause remember, in the '80s was the light skinned black versus the dark skinned blacks, right?
Yes, that's
It's
true.
still
Yes,
black, but we were
yes.
still. It was still a right. We just want to make us black people. We look for shit to just a beef about.
But the thing is,
All the problems that's going on in the world, all the slavery we've been through, all the black people getting shot up and killed by the police and different entities, all the stuff that we have gone through, right? And especially this is the '80s, so it was still kind of fresh. And we're gonna sit and trip on each other about light skin versus black, dark skin. This is asinine. I'm ashamed of my people because we want to trip on each other.
When you say that, are you saying to us as Black Americans, or are you talking about other cultures of other?
Us as black Americans, this is in the hood. What are you talking about? I ain't been to Africa. I ain't been to Africa. This is in the hood. Nigga, this was in Cali. Light skin versus black skin all day.
Hey, I never experienced that in Michigan, so I don't know.
Listen, it's been a thing. It's just like the beauty standard is light skinned woman used to be.
It still is. It still is. That never changed.
Yeah,
the lighter she is, the better. That has not changed.
But it divided us, though, right?
Yes, it did. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Because what happened is the light skinned woman coming, she's getting all the attention. So the dark skinned women like, ugh, right? And then it's once again this is why our community is so like everywhere, because we look at the most smallest things to make an issue out of.
Yeah, I know Hakeem. The chat going so fast. I'm trying to keep up. Shout out to Aston for being in the building. Aston just came from the grave. Shout out to Aston for being in the building. Shout out to Josh as well, and also Lord Spike Protein. They are going in on the chat.
They're going in.
It's hard for me to like the Muhammad's going in. You got Jabari going in. You got Stephanie going in. But she asked a good question though. I think for you, Ruthless, why you keep equating racism with money? Like we keep talking about money. Go ahead.
How do I compare racism to money?
Yes.
Well, at one point, racism was a tool to stop us from getting money, because our whole objective as black people was to get to the bag.
Yeah.
But we've overcame the obstacles though.
But like I said, I thought it was more. It's not about the money. I thought it was more about the power.
No, we can. Come on, ain't nobody that stupid, right? The white people got the power. What the fuck? We're here,
and that's the problem right there. It's not just about money.
So we can take care of our families. Listen, Martin Luther King said, "I want black little boys to play with white little girls and little boys." Right? It's all about economic success. This was the whole civil rights movement about.
Oh Lord!
It wasn't about trying to come in and take over America.
It's not about the money thing. It's about the power, as you can see.
Oh, it's about the money now. It's about the money now.
It's not about the money. I disagree. But go ahead.
Oh, it's about the money. Believe that. Listen.
I don't.
You are judged by other blacks. You are judged by other blacks largely on your economic success.
I'm gonna have to agree with him on that.
If you come in there talking about, they're going like this, what your broke ass doing here? What you got? Right? That's on these YouTube spaces. It happens every day. A lot of content creators, black content, are blowing up because they have economic success, and people gravitate to that shit. But you come with broke ass nigga telling, oh, you broke ass nigga, how you gonna tell? Even the women, as soon as they lose an argument, are you broke ass? What kind of glasses though? $10? Yeah. We black people, we classify each other on economic success. You know this is true. I don't know, maybe in your world, your little world, maybe.
I'm not saying you're wrong, but that's to me, that's the wrong thing to think about. I think that's the problem with that. With a lot of people, we think about racism is to money, having the most wealth and everything, which is not the case. It's about the power. That's what I'm saying.
The power of what though, right? We are in a very black people are resilient. Black people are successful. Black people have come from ways where in this country, you gotta remember we were against all odds,
That's
right?
facts. Yeah.
Right,
That's
and we
fact.
got and so black people are coming where we come from, right? We are surpassed
Woo.
and went over the threshold of what was projected for us a long time ago. So I mean, I see black CEOs, black. I see it all. I mean, I don't get what are we talking about? Racism? Yes, racism does exist, but racism is Trump now, right? Racism is Trump. Why? How is racism Trump? Because people want to win. That basketball, when they put that basketball team together, they want to win championship. They're going to get the Africans, Americans, right? when companies want creative minds, they'll have black people too. Now, I'm not saying that. I ain't saying that we don't get looked over some promotions. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying. Once again, politics will always be a part of life, right? Politics, I mean that racism, classism, who know. It ain't about what you know, it's who you know, right?
Mm-hmm.
In the grand scheme of things. So that will always be a factoring. But for the most part, black people are excelling at a high rate in the economic climate.
I do agree. I agree with you, Rufus,
I agree.
110%.
I agree
He's
with
right.
that. Ruth is true, but this is where the power comes into play. Every time we try to build something together, and it goes through history, we go through now. Every time we build something like a Black Wall Street, what do the other people do? They
Okay.
take and tear it down and burn down.
Okay. Fuck that. Look, fuck that. It's already built. So we don't have to do no. I ain't trying to go out here and throw concrete.
It's not built because it was a built. They would be. No, because it wasn't. If it's not built, if it was built, they would have tore it down.
But Jordan, you know there was other Black Wall Street in America at that time too, right? And they don't talk about that. You know that, right?
There's others. I mean,
Oklahoma was not only the only Black Wall Street. There was many other Black Wall Street. There was Black Wall Street in Tampa, Florida, and Texas. It was all over the United States. Pretty much like today, same thing. Like if you go to Atlanta got a lot of Black establishment. Like if you go to New Orleans, a lot of Black establishment. They everywhere. It's just that we ourselves don't like to support Black. That's the issue we're having in today's society.
But the thing is, Ronnie, we might own it, but the thing is like,
hey, lovely Flora.
The thing is, I would say this: we might own some of the establishments, but the thing is, it's mostly like it's being leased. We lease these stuff. We don't actually own stuff like this. If you go down Crenshaw, a lot of stuff that's Black establishments is owned by Russians.
Okay, so let me stop you there. This is America. America will always have the rights to everybody's shit. That's why you get in trouble, right? They can freeze your motherfucking accounts. They can shut you down.
Yeah.
My friend, I got a friend who's in jail right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
They saying if you make his bond, he got a 249 something, right? You got to count for every dollar. Usually they don't do that, but a certain type of case, right? They want to know every dollar where it came from. You need receipts. America, yeah. Is this a great country of success? Yes, but understandably, the Asians, Hispanics, the Russians, all of them got to pay Uncle Sam at the end of the day. And if they don't, Uncle Sam will come down on them, right? So you're talking about, oh, well, we don't own it. Neither do them. We got business, they got business, but we understand that America regulates that shit. Now, if you're talking about trying to establish a country inside a country, a nation inside a nation, now you're talking about getting yourself taken out by the CIA or whatever, right? Like the rest of the other dudes. Now, if you want to go if you want to get up in that point, in that level, right? Kiss your wife and them goodbye, tell them you love them, because America, they're gonna wipe you out. But when we're just talking about economic success, right? Economic stability, right? We are at the forefront. What are we talking about? Everybody's gonna have to pay Uncle Sam. Whoever you live in America, break the bread.
Facts. I want to point out a caveat to something. There's a economist by the name of Claude Frazier. Yeah. He said he's been all around the world. He said Black people in America are still doing better than any other Black race around the world.
All day.
No, that's true. I agree with that.
But we what happens is this is what Black people do, right? We look at the white man and then we look at us. Right? And then we say, That's real power. That's real success, right? So in the 60s, right, the 60s, the 70s, right, we were like, well, we can't do that. We look at them. Then finally in the 80s, when we finally climbed over that mountain, then they're like, no, we need to go to the bigger mountain. Y'all ain't like them. So then once we climbed over that, right, once we got black billionaires and millionaires, right, now it's, well, we need a military. We need to take over the military. Like it's, if it ain't one thing, it's the next, right? We always keep putting obstacles that we need to climb to be considered. Like our women say, oh, y'all ain't got no power. Y'all got money, but y'all ain't got no power. What the fuck are we talking about? You want us to go to war and get wiped out for you? While you go and eat popcorn and keep buying your Louis Vuitton bags? What's going on here? If we say, okay, everybody get weapons, let's go. Niggas gonna be like, man, I got kids, I got a job, I got work in the morning. Look at they finna get out here and risk their lives is what? They're trying to take over an establishment that is established? You know that comes with blood. You know that, right?
Yes, I know. Yes.
Yeah, take something in here, it comes with blood. And America's not willing, they will take your blood for it. Right? That's the only way. All the reparation shit, up out of here. Take it like gangsters. That's just where it's gonna be.
Muhammad said we are at least 100 years behind than every other group, which I do agree with him on that. I do agree with him.
How are we 100 years behind? We got doctors, we got lawyers. But we behind that. Okay, let's go. Let's break it down, right? Asian people obtain 8% of the wealth, right? Black people have 8% of the wealth as well, right? Mexicans and their elite have 7% of the wealth. 76% of the wealth is delegated to the white people. What are we talking about?
Stephanie say he lies. Whoa.
Molly said, are you a doctor, sir? Truth said, Molly said, are you a doctor, Truth?
No, I'm not a doctor, but I am surgical. I am surgical, right? I know how to get the bag. I can surgery like them dollars out, right? But success is mounted by economic. In this country, is by economic, right? Economic success. So therefore, you're judged on the merits of, right? House, car, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. This is how it goes. This is the way it is. Now I know Georgia Era, he wants to build, I don't know, build the Pentagon or something. I don't know. Good luck to that. But all I'm saying is I'm cool with where I'm at. We as black people, when I see other black people buying Prada in the designer shit. I see other black people. I be seeing black people out there with me. So
that's what I'm saying. I agree with you. I do agree. Yes.
Behind, who are we behind? Maybe in numbers, but not in economic or success. We're at the top of the chain. We're at the top of the food chain.
I think when they coming from if I think about the behind, I think we're coming to aspect when it comes to circulating our dollar within the community. Yes, we're behind because, like I said, we don't use our money and use it within the community. We take it out of the community. I think they say most black dollars don't even last 6 hours.
Okay,
it goes out.
So can we clarify some things?
Yes, go ahead.
First of all, every dollar that we get, right, that we spend, the government is handing it. So if you got a black-owned business, right, you know you have to compete. So you need to bring out a product to compete against the other races' product, whatever their product they're bringing. That has nothing to do with black people not wanting to spend with black people. If you got something that I truly desire and the best quality, I will go and buy it. It's just the way it goes. I'm not looking at, when I walk into a store, I'm not looking at, well, who owns this?
Like Yeezys? Like, let's bring up Yeezys.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Bam.
Okay.
Everybody own that. Adidas lost billions of dollars because they had to take unsigned Kanye. Black people were supporting that because it's what they liked. And other races too. So you got to put something out that people want and desire. Go ahead.
Hey, no, I was going to say, hey, Stephanie, Miss Watkins, come up. Sweetheart, come up.
She might be driving. That's probably.
Oh, she might be driving?
Yeah, I think she probably be driving.
Triggered.
Or she's at work.
She triggered.
Because she would have been on already.
Genesis in the building. Shout out to Genesis.
Shout out to Genesis.
The other day. Had K.I. Culture Radio over there. Hakeem was on the panel. I think it was dope. That was dope.
They was eating my ass up too.
Yeah, they will tear you
Yeah,
up.
they would tear you up, okay. I'm like, God
Yeah.
damn.
Oh no, she
This
said
is the question.
she's at work. Stephanie's at work.
This is the question I have for the panel. This is the question I have for the panel, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
Is black people starving out here?
Yeah. Yes. Black people are starving. But he's starving to be the number one.
Woo.
What?
Boop, 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 boop.
Uh-oh.
Can y'all hear me or no?
Oh, we can hear you.
In the building.
I can't hear you.
Oh, it's all goddamn.
We hear you. I'm just playing.
Oh, you know what I
We
need
hear
to
you.
do?
We hear you.
No, we hear you. He's playing. He's
Yeah.
playing. He
Hey,
can hear
hey,
you.
hey, oh yes. Hey, Stephen, this is ruthless. He lives down the street from us. He in South Central. Just to let you know.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Definitely,
Hey.
Cali men definitely have that type of thinking. So
Oh,
let's get to this. Because a lot of what y'all talking, it's not making sense. Like I think at one point, Ronnie, you had circled back. Everybody kind of circles back to like finances and being monetarily stable and having money and equating finances to there not being racism. When we're looking at racism, racism is like a structure of institutions. So when we're looking at institutions, we're talking about healthcare institutions, right? So like 75% of Black women are more likely to die given pregnancy than a white woman. That is institutional racism. We're now getting rid of, and whoever this sugar person is, they don't really know nothing because they just in here talking a lot of rah-rah and ain't did none of the math, none of the homework. But they've taken away, they're taking away folks' rights in Florida. As of today,
Hey,
yesterday,
Hakeem, move
I
me
read an
down. Bring
article.
her up. Bring
That's probably
Stephanie
my
up. Bring
thing.
me up. Oh, there you go. Now we can see. There you go. Perfect. Go ahead.
There is an article that was put out where like parents had to sign a letter of approval for their kids to learn Black history. That is yet another form of institutionalized racism. So when we sit up here and say that racism is non-existent, it's a fabricated lie. What you're not probably dealing with is discrimination as frequent maybe as other folks were in the past, which allots us to, yes, be profitable in certain places and make money. I'll go back to this too. When we're talking about this making money, everybody on this panel agreed that we had other Black Wall Streets other than the one that happened in Tulsa, which kind of goes back to, if that was the case, then now, according to y'all's logic, that means if we were making money back then, racism didn't exist then. And we all know that that was a lie. So we cannot equate being able to make money to racism. We have systems that are set up to keep us fundamentally struck down. Our judicial system.
okay. We're not.
Ronnie,
I'm gonna give you a little bit of pushback. Okay, here's my
yeah.
pushback. Okay, majority of the racism, they say it was clearly always happened in the South, correct? Not in the North.
No, that's a lie. We're talking about institutions. We're talking about institutions. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Even back then, why do you think HBCUs had to even be created? Because institutions were set up for us not to get education, and we had to get it on our own. So when we're talking about being able to make money, we've always been able to make money. Even when we were emancipated in 1865, we were always able to make money. We made fried chicken. We grow crops and watermelon. We own that. So like we've always been able to make money. It's these institutions that are set up racially to keep us oppressed and marginalized. So until we get the fundamentals down of these terms, we're going to continue to spew out propaganda and sound uneducated on these types of platforms. So we cannot talk about there's no racism and when we have structures in place that are set up to keep us oppressed. There's nothing none of y'all can say that can that can change my mind about any of that. Especially like now I'm working in the healthcare industry. So like I see it.
Yeah,
Okay, but go ahead, Ruthless. Go ahead.
Oh Lord, where he from? I know you from somebody hood.
Racism will always exist. We're not even like nobody's even denying that. That's a viewpoint.
That's a lie. That's a lie. Because before you got on here, they were like, I don't think it's here because I've never experienced it. I don't know where racism is. People have been able to make money.
But I said, this is what I said, right? I said racism, yes, does it exist? Yes. But is it stopping Black people from being elite? No. So, because racism is not stopping us. So the only way I can say racism is a problem if a lot of us was dying every second, or it stopped us from getting economical success, then I can say, okay, it's a problem. But it's not, right? We have overcome, and we're overcoming these obstacles, even though they exist, because not everybody's racist, right? Not everybody, we can't paint with a brush that every person outside of black is a racist. And there are a lot of people giving black people chances. They're moving black people up in companies, signing black people to millions, billion-dollar contracts, right? There is so many people out here giving black people opportunity to be great. And we're taking advantage of it. So and I'm not trying to say that, oh, well, when Trayvon Martin, that was a situation. We do have isolated situations. And we dealt with that in one of protests, standing up. But at the end of the day, right? Because no country's perfect. So anywhere you go, it's going to be something. But at the end of the day, black people are thriving at an astronomical level, and we are competing. And we are at the top of this class in the elite when it comes to economics, which is how I would say trumps racism, right? It steps on racism. Because you can be racist all you want to, but if I'm paid, I give a fuck.
Yeah, but and here's okay. So that the problem with that logic of thinking is that you obviously think that money gives you power. Power gives you the ability to trump and move around this earth whichever way you feel that you can move around. And the reality of it is that that's so far from the truth, because until America, and I've always said this, until America atones for its sin of slavery, no black man, no black woman, no black child will be able to move on this earth freely and do what we have been ordained to do. I don't give a fuck how much money we got.
So
you feel what I'm saying? Like, because we're looking at, when you're talking about money, even people who have statue and money still have to deal with the institution of racism. Let's go to, I don't know, Serena Williams, who almost died giving birth because they dismissed her pain while giving birth. Institutional racism. You had one of the senators in New York City, one of the what is the five? Remember the Central Park Five? He's a senator now.
Yeah.
He's a senator making money. He's a millionaire, got pulled over because he was black with tinted windows. Do you get what I'm putting down? It does not matter how much money you have. Until we change the system of racism, you will never be free. So you can walk around pretending and acting as if it doesn't exist, but the harsh reality is it's existing and it's happening. I don't give a fuck how much money you got.
Stephanie, we go.
Chicago, really, Chicago. If y'all disagree, you guys can come on the panel. Time Man, Stephanie, looking lovely as usual. Coming in,
I'm at work looking busted, but I appreciate you.
Dropping Jim, Rufus going in. So if you guys disagree, y'all come on the panel. Time in. Chicago, I see you. You disagree. Chicago, come on in. You know a lot of stuff about Black history. Come on in. I think this is a really dope conversation. Go ahead, Rufus.
We as black people go where we want, when we want. I'm confused.
No, we can't. We can't go everywhere. I disagree.
I mean, at this point,
where we can't go.
Okay, I'll tell you now. We can't go to Mississippi. Number one answer. We cannot go to Mississippi without being. They're still lynching niggas. Let me tell you, they're still lynching. Let me tell you, this is a fact. This is 100% fact. It just happened last month where they are killing black men and burying them in a poppy seed field, unbeknownst to any of their family members. So don't tell me that you're able to move around freely, because it's still happening.
Hey, Stephanie, did they list somebody in what's that desert city? This happened 2 or 3 years ago, and what's that city called? In Victorville. You remember somebody got lynched in Victorville?
Somebody got lynched in Victorville. That was 28. That was like 2019. Like, come on, knock it off, bruh.
Yeah.
Knock it off, bruh. Like, we can't sit here and pretend. I don't care.
We got people on these panels from Mississippi that's having a great life, right? Black people.
I'm from Mississippi. My dad's from Scuba, Mississippi. We'll never go back. I have land in Mississippi. We'll never go back.
Stephanie, I'm not saying that. We got people living down there right now having a happy life. Black people.
You stretching, bro.
No, I'm just saying.
State your facts. State your facts. At this point, you just yelling out stuff just to be relevant. State your facts.
I'm stating. Our guy Vic, he's on his YouTube page all the time. Mississippi, and he has a wife, kids, and they're living the life. Now, once again, I never deny that there is instances. There are isolated instances where some people are acting on whatever. Right? I'm not saying that. But to say we can't go to Mississippi is a little bit extra. We can go to Mississippi. Don't get it twisted. We go anywhere we want to go, any country we want to go to. Now, I'm not going to Russia. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't really feel comfortable over there. But any other country I go to, if I want to.
Go to Italy. Go to Italy. Go to India. Go to
You got Nigeria.
Japan. Go to
Go to
Korea.
China. Go to
Go to
China.
China. You will not be welcomed. Why? Because of the propaganda that America spreads about it's Black Americans. You will not be accepted in those countries either. But
NBA
try.
players over there all the time. NBA players over there all the time. And Nigerians
Ooh.
and
Somebody
Americans
said,
like Italy.
yeah,
What are
somebody
you
said
talking
Mississippi is trash. And somebody said, can you ask, do you feel your own people
about? I
that
think
prevent
you're a
us
victim.
from achieving us?
You're a victim.
I'm a what now?
I think you're a victim.
A victim. That
Yeah.
made you feel good saying that? That made you
Yeah,
feel good to
because-
call a Black woman a victim in America? That made you laugh?
Yeah, because you're.
It's
The reason
very
I say that is
interesting.
because you're drawing inferences and things that's not happening to you, right? White people not chasing you down every day and trying to do something to you. This is not happening to you. You're going off something that happened to something, and then you equate and projecting that on the rest of us Black people. We're not all going through that.
Lord.
We're
Oh
not.
Lord.
We're not. We're not.
Okay.
Right.
Hey,
Where you
Chicago
live?
Gorilla, man. Chicago Gorilla, you there, man?
Ronnie, you can't go nowhere you want to go, Ronnie?
Man, I can't believe y'all finna have me pull up
Go.
and run interference for Ruthless, man. Yeah.
I didn't say
Like, okay, hold on. Let me get to a decent spot because I'm at the gig. Let me
uh-oh.
Yeah, y'all
can
about
y'all
to
hear
get.
me okay?
How
Yeah, you
how
good.
how
You
to
good,
trade
Gorilla.
you?
We can't hear
Is
Okay.
this
Listen,
open for
you
everybody
can't hear
to
me?
talk? This is just.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Stephanie, since the well, like I said, this is open panel, and since the topic is it is what it is, because like I said, the chat is going crazy right now. You know, and the thing is that everybody got their own opinions on this and everything. That's why we kind of
Somebody said I'm a pro-Black mammy, like the
Oh
So
no,
look
but no,
of.
don't look at the comments.
don't look
Stephanie,
at the
don't look
yeah,
at the
comments.
yeah.
comments.
Yeah,
Sister,
Stephanie,
stay
Only
out
look
stay
at
out
what's
the
on the
stay out
chat.
the
comments.
comments. Yeah, Stephanie, stay
I
out the
just I
chat.
just really wanna I
Stay
just
out the
wanna
chat.
tap in
Please stay
really
out the chat.
quick.
Stay out the chat.
If I just want to have an honest conversation. Ruthless is probably about 95 to 96% correct with what he's saying. I want to have a conversation if we can remove the emotion out of it. I'm saying because I will concede that systemic racism exists, institutional racism exists. But Ruthless is right. When you get the resources, there's nothing stopping us from moving anywhere. And for the countries that so I would say for Mississippi, right? I would say, okay, Mississippi, yes. You're not gonna 100% eradicate racism anywhere. The
Agreed.
people in some of these countries, say like Dubai, India, they have their own form of racism, which is more like classism, right? Like there's like in India, and you had the caste
Mm-hmm.
system,
Mm-hmm.
right? So you're going to deal with some form of bigotry or racism just because people are tribal in nature and they tend to coalesce with people that look like them. That's just the way of the world. But when
Fact.
you get resources, hey man, the earth is your turf. You can move how you want to move. You may not be liked everywhere you go. You may not be accepted. Matter of fact, when you go out the country, more so than the color of your skin, they gonna judge you based on the fact that you being an American. They gonna say you one of those Americans. You're narcissistic, or you haughty, or you think you're better than everybody else over here. But like, let's keep it a bean, fam. Like, yes, the situation in Mississippi, yeah, 1000%. That happened. We can't ignore that, Ruthless, right? We gotta say those things happen. But I don't think that's because of racism, like in the way that we think of it. To his point, there's no white man chasing me anywhere. Matter of fact, where I work right now, I'm leading a team of white people,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like I'm leading a full team. I'm the only, well, there's one other person I hired another person. So there's two people that look like me out of a team of 24, 25.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else is white,
Mm-hmm.
right? So we got to be able to acknowledge the advancements that we've made, because if we're still echoing what Dr. King echoed in the 60s, what Malcolm X echoed in the 60s, 50s, and 60s, then that means we haven't made much progress. And that's a terrible state to be in. We've made way too much progress. We have Melody Hobson, co-CEO and president of Ariel Mutual Funds, right? We got Roz Brewer, outgoing CEO of Walgreens.
Mm-hmm.
All these successful even if you want to say Fonnie Willis,
Mm-hmm.
DEA, the lead prosecuting attorney of Fulton County, Georgia.
And
Like
my
we
girl
can't
is
ignore.
too.
Yeah, but you understand what I'm saying, sis? We
I get
can't
what you putting
ignore
down.
those facts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I get what you. No, go
Go
ahead. I'm
ahead.
sorry.
My bad. Go ahead.
No. Go ahead. You're making a lot of good points, and I agree with you.
So
So go ahead.
so the key to it and what Ruth was talking, you just got to get past how he delivers stuff. I don't like him that much either, to be honest with you. But when I,
I knew he was
I,
a simp. I knew it. I knew it was
I
I
ain't gonna
knew
shout him down. Yeah, I ain't gonna shout him down when he preaching good. And what's the truth of the matter is, black people have $1.6 trillion in disposable income and spending power. That is the GDP of the top 10 countries in the world. Now, if we could make that dollar circulate for more than 6 hours in our community, imagine what we could do then, right? Scarface told y'all the whole time. First, you get the money, then you get the power, then you get, whatever else comes after
the
that.
women. Exactly. Facts. It's facts.
I'll land the plane there, sis. But I promise you, I hear what you're saying, and I don't disagree with you in full. I just we can't in 2024 we can no longer lead with the white man this and the racism that. We competing. We are as a people we competing, and we got to get out here and listen. I know people I know people that get in certain rooms and they push their weight around because they know they're better than the people that are in the rooms that don't look like them. And that's how we got to start to move. The earth is our turf, period. Wherever we set our foot on, that belongs to us. And that's just the bottom line. That's how we got to move these days.
No, but Chicago, have you heard what Stephanie was talking about what happened in Mississippi about black people
Hmm.
still being lynched? I didn't hear
Hmm.
nothing about that. Oh, so you heard
So
about that
I
one.
so I'm not, number one, I'm not surprised by anything that happens in Mississippi that's gonna either attempt to subjugate or
Hmm.
denigrate our people, right?
Oh my God,
Um
I love him. Whoever he is, whoever you are,
no,
Now
I
Chicago,
I'm
that's
not.
my
love
gorilla, man.
No,
you.
I'm a
Okay, and I
old
just got to say
He
this
no.
right
old
now
head.
before we even get off. Like
Yeah, I'm definitely an old head.
I appreciate you,
Don't
bringing it
appreciate
full
Chicago.
circle.
No,
I
no, no, no,
do.
no, no, no.
I'm
Don't do that.
sorry. Go
Don't do
go
that.
Bulls, but I
Nah,
appreciate
nah,
you
sis, we gotta.
for bringing it full
b-
circle because
Yes, ma'am.
I was definitely like one handed on just the I'm like stuck on the idea of like folks saying there isn't any racism. And
Oh
so
no, no, no.
that's
Yeah,
why I
one
was
thousand
going.
percent.
Yeah, I think that's why I'm going so hard. But like bringing it full circle and ruthless, I owe you an apology because since he broke it
No, you
down that
don't.
way, I can
No,
own up
no, no,
to.
no,
I
you
can
No,
don't.
own up
no,
to.
no. Don't
Listen,
Don't
apologize to
listen.
apologize
Rufus.
to
Don't do
Rufus.
that. Don't do
Don't
that.
apologize to
You'll
Rufus.
be in
He
good
got to he got
hands.
to
Don't
work
do
on
that.
reading the
Yeah,
room and knowing how to present his argument. So don't
no,
apologize
no,
to him.
don't
My
apologize to
point
Rufus.
being is that my point is this though, sis. We are better together, right? None of us is as strong as all of us,
Yes,
right?
you
So
for
we got to
president.
be able to speak. We got to. No, well, I'm a beta sim hoster, so we got to be able to speak truth to power, and at least the thing that we can agree on. Let's agree on that, and then move collectively as a unit. That's so. Like I'm community minded, right? Ruthless, not so much, right? Ruthless, and I agree with him in the sense that it'll never be kumbaya. But those of us who can agree and want to do something, when Ruthless talks about economic empowerment and really standing on business and then arming ourselves with the financial resources to be able to do something about the things in our community, I'm 1000% with that. And ain't nobody finna give us nothing. I'm about to curse, so like don't nobody owe, like they may owe us shit, but power does not concede.
Really, I'm not.
You gotta make these motherfuckers pay like they weigh, fam.
Hey, real,
They not gonna do it. You keep hold on, Rufus. I'm gonna land right here. I'm gonna land. We keep trying to appeal to their moral sensibility. Do you know how ruthless these motherfuckers is?
Facts,
Do you
facts,
really understand the nature of these beasts?
savages.
And you want to appeal to their morals and their feelings, and please do something for us because you owe us this. No, that's the bully on the block to say, I'm taking your lunch every time I see you, punk ass. I'm taking your cookies every time. And what you gonna do about it?
Oh,
Nothing.
hold on. We got Mr. Muhammad. Go ahead, Hakeem. That's your buddy right there. Go ahead. Do your thing.
Muhammad, go ahead, speak, my brother.
Yo,
Okay.
I gotta go. But it's been a
All
pleasure.
right. Thank you,
Talk
staff.
to
We
y'all later.
appreciate you, man. See you soon.
yeah,
Love
thank
you.
you for
Thank
coming
Okay.
back
All right.
out.
Go ahead,
Thanks
Mr.
for
Peace,
Rachel.
peace to the brothers and sisters. Real quick, I wish we all had stripes on our collar or our sleeves to represent how much knowledge we have in this game. Okay, we don't even know who we're talking to. Okay, everybody here has a certain level of knowledge, which should be respected. In the army, you say, "Yes, sir, Captain. Yes, sir, Sergeant." You know who you're talking to. The Marines, whatever. But here in the hood, oh, I'm Big Head Pee Wee. I'm
Pookie. I'm Ray Ray. Well, what you got, man? How many years you did? What you get locked up for? Or did you go to college? I know a dude from Chicago, and I'm talking fast because I know my time is limited. I might get interrupted. I know a guy, he said he grew up. He was schooling me. He grew up in the projects of Chicago, which they tore down like you used to see in Good Times. And they said the drug dealers always saw him with his backpack on. They called him Schoolboy. That was his nickname. Everybody's known for something. My name is Muhammad for a reason. I got an X for a reason, okay? Now, for you to say there's no racism that don't exist, you putting yourself out of the schoolroom or the classroom of knowledge of self, okay? How could you be a black man in America and say there's no racism? The whole system is based on your forehead, on your back, on your people's back. But you talking about there ain't no racism. Let's not insult our forefathers and foremothers that picked cotton and was bleeding and got their wings, as the slave said.
Okay? Who said ain't no racism?
Bro, you came on a little late, and that was the first thing that was said. There ain't no racism.
No, I was the one. I'm the one that made that comment. Yes, I did. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Now I'm a brown belt, if not a black belt in this. Okay. Now I can go individual or I can go group. I'm trying to stay group. Okay. As far as who I'm addressing here. But I really don't even like it when sisters come on because that changed the whole dynamic. Now we got to be nice. We got to be soft. The brothers are supposed to be the soldiers first and foremost. We're supposed to handle the responsibility. We're taught that in the mosque. If you've been locked up, you know you can't be no punk. One dude was on here said you're going to let yourself get punked, get your stuff took. Well, it's the same way in America. And if you ball, just playing sports, you're going to let the white boy just run you over on the football field? On the basketball court. If I'm a brother playing you like they playing next door at the gym next door where I work at the YMCA, them boys is going hard, just like we used to. I can't ball like I used to, but I'm happy to see the young boys ball. I'm happy to see Ron on here, a Jordan on here, a Prince Hakeem on here. As I call him Brown. I know him from Brown. He was rapping in Cambridge, talking about I'm the new UPS of hip hop music. That's why I call my man Brown. You understand? I know this man for rapping, going to the Apollo at a Lil Wayne concert and getting his competition to clap for him. I said, bro, how'd you even do that, man? You're supposed to be competing against these dudes and they clap for you. I'm saying this to say everyone got a certain level of knowledge, okay? But let's start with a foundation. There's racism, but to your point, Truth, there's some brothers that is getting that money, and the sister was right about one thing. Cali brothers do think differently, and I'm gonna tell you why y'all think differently, okay? Number one, y'all got women that are affected by the sun that treat y'all a little different. Okay, that's why the Beach Boys said ain't nothing like a Cali girl. Okay, you could take a woman that ain't from Cali, take her there, she's gonna act different because she's in the sunshine, the palm trees. I've been to Cali. Even when I first got there, a Crip told me, he said, bro, if these chicks like you around here, they'll give it up in the first night. And he wasn't lying. I said, what? Okay, but I had to compete with white boys to get money in Cali. I had to compete with the gangbangers to get money. But the gangbangers told me, they said, hey, man, we see you ain't from around here, bro. We don't say cousin, it's part of the neighborhood. My bad, because I'm just from Cambridge, Massachusetts. Well, guess what? I got rules where I come from. And one is not to be a scrub. To be called a scrub, where I come from, is one of the worst things you could ever be called. You can't shoot a swish. You can't do a layup. You can't score a touchdown. You can't bowl. You can't get a chick. You can't fight. You're a scrub. I think everyone got the equivalent from wherever you at. Now, brother made a comment about your jacket, Truth, and you didn't know what he's talking about because in different parts of the country, we speak with a different lingo. It's like if you go to Detroit, they say, what up, though? I'm like, what? What up, though? Hey, that's what they say, man. I got to say it if I'm in Detroit. And we call them goose where I come from, that type of jacket. And that's from the 80s, man. Light skin and dark skin, that was from the 80s, from the 20s, from the 30s. Matter of fact, I thought dark skin brothers was in. And since dark skin brothers is in and you the pretty boys, I'll be the hardcore light skin nigga. How about that? And I'll grill on the motherfucker like the dark skin dudes used to do. We could do this any type of way you want to do it, man. But let's stop being a sucker for racism, saying it don't exist, saying we got a few that are successful. No, if you don't know Elijah Muhammad, Malcolm, Farrakhan, Clarence 13, Warren the Dean, Martin Luther King, King practiced his speeches over and over. Brother told me from the South, he said that speech that King gave, I Have a Dream, that wasn't the first time he gave it. He practiced that in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Brothers down South drop knowledge on me. Brothers up North drop knowledge on me. The West Coast is the best coast. If you can understand, those are our people over there. the South, we all South. Malcolm said, if you south of the Canadian border, you South. Why don't we think like that? Why do you think people got mad at Ice Cube when he want to talk to Trump, when he talk like you, Truth, like he ain't worried about racism? Because Ice Cube is on a different level. You ain't making millions of dollars. You ain't making movies. If I'm rich, I can talk to another rich man. I can be white or black. It don't matter. I got money. But you a broke ass. Last thing I'm gonna say, but if you're a broke ass, 85 or ignorant, no knowledge of self, even if you're black, I can't help you if you don't want to take a book and start to learn about your culture.
Go ahead, Rufus.
I like to interject.
Go ahead, Rufus. Go ahead, Truth.
So we as men have to understand we are soldiers, right? So anywhere we at, whether in America, anywhere, we're always, even when I'm always practicing on code about my surroundings, right? I'm not that motherfucking comfortable here, right? Where I'm just walking around like, ain't no racism, ain't no robbers, ain't no killers, ain't right? There's all kind of shit that's dangerous out here. So we should know, we should always be aware, self-aware of our surroundings and be ready to act if needed to be acted. We're not, how you say, obscure to that there's some people who have different feelings about black people. We understand that. Because in Cali, we beef with the Mexicans. So when I'm out and I'm in the nasty neighborhood, I'm very on point and very aware and ready to do whatever I got to do for me to get back home, right? So, and racism, classism, whatever you want to call it. Right?
Can I just say something to that, bro? That's deep what you just said about how the brothers beef with the Mexicans out there. And I think Ice Cube had a beef. Brown or somebody wrong and him, he had a beef with one of them Spanish groups, Cypress Hill or something.
Yes.
And they accused him of like taking some of their beats because Ice Cube liked to jack for beats, right?
Exactly.
But Ice Cube had to apologize because I guess he did it and he had to like make peace with them brothers. You know what I'm saying? Ice Cube took the higher role and admitted his mistake, from what I understand. But on the East Coast, we don't beef like that with the Spanish people.
Right. So I'm gonna land the plane. So all I'm saying is this, right? To the black man, right? I am proud of us and our economic success, right, and the things that we've achieved. But don't be naive that America is still a very dangerous place for us. You know what I mean? If I go to Mississippi, you better believe I'm gonna be ready for whatever comes with Mississippi got to bring.
But that's not America's concept. That's a human concept. We as humans are automatically not to be violent. That don't have nothing to do with America.
I got to say something about.
I'm almost there. Okay, that's the point I'm making, Ronnie. Ron. That's the point I'm making. But what I'm saying is that encompasses everything: racism, robbery, whatever. It's all encompassed of survival. So we as men know how to move out here, right? To protect our families, protect our interests, and protect our well-being. And I landed.
Okay, I got to say this. I want to say something about Mississippi, but I was very ignorant about Mississippi growing up as a Northerner. And I made a comment one time. I was in the car with my best friend in high school and his mother. And I said, Mississippi ain't nothing but a country bumpkin Negroes. And his mother went off on me. She said, I'm from Mississippi. My whole family from Mississippi. Don't ever talk about Mississippi. And I met some of the greatest. And she worked at MIT. So I'm like, my bad. I was just an ignorant city northern boy. Okay. Here's another one for you. I'm from Massachusetts. I had a wife that was from New York, and we weren't getting along. You know how that go. I'm not getting into all that, but we is not good black fathers. I was doing my best to be a good black father, and I took my son out for a day.
At Chicago, mute your mic. Go ahead.
This is going to sound a little boring at first, but I want this really to sink in, and then I'm gonna shut up. So I took my son out for a day, and when me and my wife were separated, and she was in Scarsdale, and I was on the streets of Yonkers and Mount Vernon. I went to Scarsdale. I don't even know how I got there. And most of the time I was broke, didn't have much money, but I got there. I know I wasn't driving, and so I would always take my son to a park. I took him to a park in Scarsdale. If you know anything about Scarsdale, New York, that's a very rich white area north of the Bronx and Mount Vernon and Yonkers. Okay. Well, I took him to the park, and there's a bunch of white boys, mostly white boys playing. And I just put my son on the park with the kids. There were some girls, black girls, white girls, and watch what the white kids did. My son must have been about 8 years old. The white boy said, okay, you, Johnny, Jimmy, Billy, Ricky, you're on my team. All the white boys picked each other to be on their team. Then he said, okay, Jill, Jane, and Ali, that's my son, y'all over on that team. My son's like upset, Dad, why I gotta be playing with the girls? Why am I on this team? I said, just do what they're doing, man. You in the hood. Don't worry about it. He was mad, right? So my son had to play with the girls. You know what? I'm not discriminating against no girls. I'm just showing you how the white boys are sticking together. Then they just went to dominate my son's team in kickball. Okay. Now watch this. This is the same day. So I knew Allah was telling me something. I take him back to Mount Vernon. We go to the court at Mount Vernon where Heavy D's from, my great brothers, the Stevenson brothers, if anyone from New York is listening. Okay. And I try to do the same thing. You know, as fathers, we don't want to always be involved. Just put the kid on the court, let him do his thing. But he's like, come on, you play this time, Pop. I was like, all right, that must have been one of my last basketball games about 15 years ago. But anyways, so what game do they play? Is it 2-on-2, 3-on-3? No, it's free-for-all. That's what we call it, when every man's for himself. So I was like, that's different. Now, as the Scarsdale, it was teams, but now it's every man for himself. Then one kid, I couldn't do nothing about it, but I was mad as hell. He took the ball. I think he put it through my legs, okay, embarrassed me. Then he bounced the ball off my son's head, okay, and scored. It was embarrassing as hell, man. Now, what is my point here? In the hood, where it's not always all good, it's all free-for-all, do it yourself, every man for himself, and there was no love, not saying the white boys love either, but they stuck together as a group to do it. We want to go after each other's throat. And I'm sorry if I came off any type of way. I was just getting kind of hyped. But we got to come together at some point, man. And if it's corny, the cornier it is, the better. Like, brothers just call me dog. I'd be like, yo, what up, dog? Backwards. The dudes in Atlanta like, man, Muhammad, you better stop coming around here with that corny stuff. They'd be like, what up, dog? I'd be like, yo, what up, dog? Backwards. And if you know what that means, you know what that means.
Yep.
Like the brother said when he came on, I'm gonna give y'all a hug. A homo kid, I'm talking too much, but a homo kid trying to come up to me on my job, I'm like, look, man, I don't get down like that. But do you need a hug? But if I give you a hug, it ain't no homo hug. It's a father to son hug. And that shook him up. See, I'm a revert. And when I teach in the classroom, oh, we like the light skinned boys. Well, I'm dark skinned. I don't know what y'all talking about. I don't even know what y'all seeing there. Kids look at me like, what? Especially in Detroit. You know what I'm talking about, Mr. Jordan? I was in Pontiac Academy.
Okay. Yeah, I know.
You got to switch it up on our people, but use it to the best. All of us have the gift of gab, and we just need to use it in the right way. And our people have that. That's why we got so many preachers. The end.
Like always, Mr. Muhammad, it's a pleasure to finally meet you. Hakeem always talk about you a lot, especially when I meet him in person. You know, me and Hakeem, we be chilling and stuff. So he be like, yo, my home. So it was finally time to get to meet you.
Well, he be telling me about y'all, man. I know you be balling. I know you be balling, Ron.
I'm the hustler out of the group.
If I want to be a baller, I'm gonna copy Ron. If I want to be the family man, I'm gonna copy Jordan.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, brother. I appreciate you.
And you want Allah, you gotta copy Hakeem. Hakeem's
Allah. No. You gotta copy Muhammad if you want Allah. He the one that me took my shahada. Yeah.
I get you them books and them bean pies. I do that.
No, but it's a really dope conversation. Shout out to Jordan for this topic. I think it was much needed, especially on Black History Month. I think, like we said, some of us, we have lack of education. I need to probably educate myself more and more. But the only reason why I say there is no racism, because this is the reason why I mentioned that pretty much stated that comment, is because you see Black people today is getting a lot of opportunity. Black people are now sitting at the president's table. You know how hard it was back then than it is today? Ice Cube literally had like you say, he was sitting down with Donald Trump to talk about how can we benefit the Black community? What can you do to make us go to the next level? That's a great honor. Back then, we wasn't able to do that. So that's why that's the only reason why I mentioned that.
Here's one book. I just grabbed this on myself. This is Teddy Roosevelt, Theodore.
Yeah, I know Teddy, yes.
Now check this out, man. Just a quick history lesson. I don't want anybody to get upset or bug out, but this is why I love history, man, because truth is greater than fiction, okay? He would not have been president if it wasn't for our great-grandfathers who fought with him in the 9th and 10th Cavalry, okay? When Black men couldn't become officers, All they could become is a sergeant. They could become a lieutenant. They couldn't become a captain. But guess what? They taught this man and the other generals that came out of West Point how to ride horseback. That's why the 9th and 10th Cavalry, they were the horseback riders, and they helped this man become a hero in San Juan, okay, when they took the hill. Black men made this man. Now, who is this man? You know, like we say, what up, cuz? He had another, he had a cousin who was president, okay, FDR, who started all these food stamps and these different things like chicken. Everyone should have a chicken in the pot, which was good for the time. Also, he's the man that helped Black people get into the Democratic Party eventually because he was Democrat. But the Democrats are the party of slavery. Furthermore, these men were related to a man who was the biggest drug dealer ever. Okay. Now, I can't think of his name offhand, so I'm a little rusty, but he was an opium dealer. Okay. These presidents got into the White House off of us, the Native American, and drugs. Okay. And there's nothing new. So I'm gonna get in the drug game. Anybody want to tell me about the weed game? I never smoked, but hey, man, help me out. Like
it don't have to be illegal drugs. It also be prescription drugs too, because that's a big thing as well.
Don't teach me, man, because that's how you make it in America. That's why it's called Coke or Cola.
There you go.
But go ahead, Jordan. I think time is almost up. We got 30 minutes left. So what do you have for the last? Well, we got 2 more topics, and that's about it. But shout out to everybody. Shout out to Stephanie, Ruthless True, Chicago Rilla, and also Mr. Muhammad for being on the panel. We really do greatly appreciate your guys' presence. Really, really dope. Really, really dope. It was really good. Go ahead, Jordan.
Yeah, no problem. Let's see if I can get another one. Let's put some. Oh, let's do this one. Let's talk about child support. So, Killer Mike, he kind of went viral. He had an idea of how he's gonna help with child support and everything. Yeah, this would be a good topic to talk about. Go ahead, King. Play the clip about Killer Mike talk about solutions about child support. Then after that, we'll chop it up. He said there's okay.
Chicago, can you hear me?
No, I can hear you guys fine. I just couldn't. When I came off mute, it wouldn't. Which, yeah, it was just a hard mute on it. I guess on that end, but it's all good.
Okay.
My bad. Go ahead, Chicago. Go ahead and speak.
Oh no. The only thing I was gonna say was that I was gonna say something to Sugar Bum actually, while she in the chat clowning talking about if I wanted to save the community, I would hold Black men accountable. Again, this concept of holding people accountable over an electronic device is comical at best. And I know Sugar Bum, so I know she wasn't. She may have been joking. No, I know she was joking. But we gotta, if we not building together real time, you're not holding nobody accountable. You can call them out on their BS, but you ain't holding nobody accountable for nothing. If you can't impose consequences, if you don't cover, if you're not in relationship with them directly, you ain't holding nothing accountable, man. You can call people out on their BS and keep it moving. That's all.
That's all. You can't hold nobody accountable, Sugar. Sorry. I told
No, you know how they be doing, Ron. I'm gonna hold you accountable, Ron.
Sorry.
You destroying the community, Ron. Jordan, you tripping, Jordan. It's time to hold you accountable.
Right.
Get out of here.
Right.
Hold yourself accountable, Black man. That's the first part.
Oh man, that's our favorite word, accountability. I'm gonna hold you accountable.
Man, I'm destroying all these. Hey, look, I'm destroying all these goofy misconceptions, like all that whole submission. Brothers don't want submission. They don't qualify for submission from most of these females. You want cooperation, so use the correct language. That's what you really want. You want cooperation, and you can't get that. You don't qualify for that either.
With the uppercut.
Hey, y'all.
With the uppercut.
Hey, listen. I said, listen. it's so much. First of all, Killer Mike for president, number one. Number two, it's so much misinformation and disinformation out there. Good brothers got to start speaking up, man. Like real spill. Because if we not speaking up, you're gonna continue to have goofies with the loudest voice dictating the narrative. And I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. So it's just time to do something about it. That's all.
But Chicago, I ain't gonna lie.
That's it.
Accountable. I ain't gonna lie to you. I gotta hold you accountable.
You said what?
I gotta hold you accountable.
You holding me accountable? Ronnie Brown said you ain't get that workout in. I'm holding you accountable. I hear you, brother. I appreciate it.
That was a YouTube is funny. It's a funny world. When you understand how YouTube go, then you just laugh and then I was like people have a good time, enjoying the fun. I told Stephanie when she came up, she was reading the chat. I was like, no, don't read the chat. Because if you read the chat, it's gonna drive me.
Don't read the chat while you on stage. Absolutely.
Do not read the chat. Because you read the chat, that's a no-no. You gonna spaz out. I had to learn that from being in the other sector. Go ahead.
Man, I learned the hard way, G. I learned the hard way. You know, I'm from the school of hard knocks.
Yeah.
And shout out to brother Muhammad that was up here too. I agree with a lot of what he was saying, but again, brothers gotta get together and the things that we can agree on. What's the things that we can agree on, and then move the needle? Because once again, it's election time, right?
Yep, and it's dangerous too because this election, I think, is gonna change the whole world. I really believe that this election is gonna change the whole world because a lot of things going on. You got the Ukrainian war, you got the crisis with the migrants, you got unemployment, you got the truckers. This is gonna be it's gonna be this election here is gonna change the whole world.
And also Gaza.
I don't know, Ronnie Ron.
You don't think so?
So listen, I'm gonna tell you why.
Go ahead.
Because I be having those concerns, and since I could vote, it's always an important election, right?
Yeah.
But I asked my grandma. I said, Grandma, my grandma be 85 this year. I said, Grandma,
Praise the Lord.
what? I said, in your lifetime, because she born in 39, she was there for the Depression, at least for the tail end of it, right? So I said, what have you seen, or what has the president done? You know what I'm saying? That has impacted your life directly. She said, I don't, we folk been poor, they always been poor. You know what I'm saying? Like the rich done got richer, they always done got richer. It don't make me no never mind. And so I say that to say they're always gonna promote the boogeyman around the corner. You understand what I'm saying? And then they're gonna say there's gonna be a savior to come, save us all from this quote unquote. Truth of the matter is,
correct.
My opinion, what Killer Mike said on the Breakfast Club was 1000% correct. All politics should be hyper local. We should be deeply invested, hyper local. You should know who your city councilman is, who your aldermen are, who your senator, who your state rep, who your congresswoman, congressman, the judges, the sheriffs, all these elected officials in their seats. You should know all of these positions. And that's what you should focus on, because those are the things that impact your everyday life.
Quick question, Chicago. I want to ask you a question. If you
Yes,
send
sir.
an email about a concern you have with like certain laws, do they actually respond back?
Sometimes, but it's not them directly. It'd be like an assistant or something like that. But here's the thing: the squeaky oil gets the wheel, right? So, if you think about it from a scriptural standpoint, right, the old lady who went before the judge, and the scripture records, I'm just paraphrasing, she bugged the judge so much, said, "Man, hey, whatever she need, get it for her so she can get out of my face." Right? So
Chicago, you went out. You went out, Chicago. Crap.
Can you
did I go?
hear me now?
Yeah,
we hear you.
You know, yes.
Okay, my bad.
Yep.
Hold on, this train's gonna go by too. I was saying that if you have a concern, and then remember we talked about PACs, political action committees, right? So there's my concern, and then there's a political action committee pouring and funding this particular individual's campaign with thousands of dollars, right? Who are they gonna prioritize? It wasn't really that rhetorical. They go prioritize the ones that are funding them and funding their campaign. That's just the That's just the system that we're in. Should they answer every citizen, every constituent? Absolutely. They should, but they don't. They don't. And if you're doing it solo, I would say be consistent with it so they know your name. So like for me, when I go to my alderman's office, but again, that's hyper local. He know, like I can reach out and touch him. He actually is a alumni from my high school. So
wow, that's good. That was it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm thinking about getting into stuff like that because I actually want to interview some of these. I came interview one of our mayors in Florida, which was really dope. And in Miami is a really really dope interview. I want to do more interviews like that because I think a lot of people is not aware of how to reach out to them. That's the thing. We're not educated in that aspect of reaching out to our local senators or our mayors or even our politicians.
yeah, you should get media credentials. Those interviews are easier when you're credentialed media. So when you're able to say, "Hey, I'm doing this podcast," and they know by now, podcast, is the wave, right? So
Yeah.
hey, we reach this amount of people. I represent the community. These are our concerns. This is what we want to talk about, so on and so forth. And we want to give you a platform to address our concerns. Woo, woo, woo. But if you get credential for media, that media credential will get you in a lot of places. Lot.
No, thank you.
But
Thank
you're
you for the
going in
insight.
as media.
Okay, no, thank you for the insight, y'all.
Yeah,
Because I'm gonna end up, I'm gonna probably end up doing that. Because I think, especially right now, because we headed to the election. Well, this is the election year, and I think people need to be more informed. Okay,
yep,
what is out there? What is the policies? What to look for, especially in
yep.
Florida, because Florida is dealing with a lot of PhD can tell you Florida dealing with a lot of like new insurance.
Mm.
It's a lot of new taxes. Hakeem can tell you that. So
Mhm.
Florida is doing a
What
whole
diva
new
from?
thing
She
right
from
now.
Liberty City.
Yeah,
PhD from
no,
Liberty
no,
City.
she
No,
from Richmond,
no. She from down south. Like,
down south.
yeah, Prime, Prince.
Yeah,
No, I'm just
the
messing
preppy
with her. She
girl.
gonna cuss me. She gonna cuss me out if she hear it. No, we saying I'm from no Liberty City.
No, shout out to lovely Natasha Vincent. She said, Ronnie, you can easily meet them in Publix events. I'm gonna end up doing that. I was telling myself I think this year I want to do something different because I want to be at least among them because I want to know how they think when it comes to lawmaking and how do they make decisions on certain things. I know it's good to watch
Yeah, they
videos, but
make
it's good to be
decisions
there.
based on what the people tell them. They have their own ideology, but based on what the people tell them, it's what. Remember how they see? You'll hear them say like, "Well, my constituents, my constituents." When you hear them talking
Right.
like that, they're saying they're addressing the concerns of the illusion is the constituents are the people in the community, right? But the constituents is whatever lobby.
You went out.
You were out again, Chicago.
We
I'm
don't
gonna tap
decide.
back in.
Okay.
Tap back in. Hold on.
Simon Hector say we don't make decisions.
Yeah, and Natasha says from there it's easier to get private one-on-one meetings. Also, be nice to their team, secretary, and etc. That's true.
Yeah, that was saying because at the end of the day, I was like, you guys are not like that was saying. I want to be like I want to know like stuff like that because I want to know okay because it's good to watch it online. People talk about this is how they made the law, this is how they made the certain things, but it's good to be there in person to see it. Like that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna take those out, especially when the times visit say like it's good to go like public events. I'm gonna start doing that. So yeah. And I that, but shout out to Josh W for the lovely cash out. We really do greatly appreciate it. Because we use it for this platform. So you guys don't be afraid to support the platform. We really do greatly appreciate that. But go ahead. Go ahead.
I think the solution is this, and I'm out your way. 2 years. Young woman gets pregnant as a teenager, young man and woman get pregnant. This is the 2-year plan. First 2 years are debt free. You don't have to pay the government anything back. So she doesn't get to drag him into court and the court doesn't say you owe us money for investing in your child through food programs, through early Head Start programs. Because in those 2 years, the boy has the option, or not even the option, he has the demand of the co-man to then go to a trade school. You have to go to a trade school, which incentivizes the United States to do it because we need more tradespeople. We don't have enough carpenters, we don't have enough electricians, we don't have enough people building roads. In my community, the girls are going to college and graduating. They have no men to marry because the boys are not going to college in the same way. My teachers were married to a tradesman. My teacher, who we call doctor, her husband owned a locksmith company. Her husband was a carpenter, was a mechanic. So they had a good life. Their kids went to school right the same schools we went to. I think that the incentive to solving the child support problem and a part of solving our infrastructure problem is to incentivize young boys who have gotten a girl pregnant. You must now go through 2 years of trade school.
Well, wait a minute. So, okay, I like what you're saying.
Let me give you the rest of the answer first.
Okay, go ahead.
After that boy graduates, you get a further incentive if you and the girl marry. If you and the girl marry, we'll give you these incentives: zero finance home loans, something out of HUD besides an apartment with a leaky faucet and rats and roaches in it, but incentivize marriage, which then strengthens our community, the black community, and strengthens the greater community, because now you have more American marriages, you have people with stronger financial stability, and you have tradespeople married to women of education, and you begin to recreate communities like what Auburn Avenue was, what Edgewood was. I believe you could do this from the executive order, because the money that funnels down from the feds through the states to help mothers, then it can be attached, well, we're not only helping mothers, we're helping fathers too. If a boy gets a woman pregnant, not only does she receive TANF, I see your face, right? Good idea. If a woman receives TANF, she receives this, the boy now has a must. You're federally required now to go to trade school. And in those 2 years, what you put out on the other side is a person who's trained, a person who has an incentive to marry, and a person who becomes a taxpayer and not just a taker of tax.
Man, facts. Man, I don't disagree in nothing he's saying. That was straight facts.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know, Tasha say rats and roaches. Well, the thing is with Tasha, it's not peaches and cream, but you got to start somewhere. And usually that's where you start from. I remember me and my wife, when we first got our apartment, we lived in Center Court, in North Miami, We was there for a couple of years, but we had rats and roaches there. But that's the thing is, that's how you usually start. But the thing is, if you clean up and everything, and then you start building, which Killer Mike said, start with the man who go into the trade, and usually women that go to college get degrees and everything. You get the chance to build on that, and then years and years and years, and then you can look back and say, hey, look what we did then. Like, let's say me and my wife did sometimes, like, we been together for 13 years. We think about where we started. We moved to Miami. We started at Center Court, which was, it's a nasty place. Now we look over here now and everything. Just the story of it and everything. So, but yeah, man, Killer Mike, he's speaking to just really try to straighten our community. Make sure men go to trade schools, and then, like I said, if they want to get married, you put more incentives in that as well. So yeah, man, shout out to Killer Mike, man.
But DB says she disagrees. She said incentivize men for having babies out of wedlock. I like Killer Mike, but that's crazy. I'm not saying that. What do you think? What do you think about what Killer Mike said? What do you think?
I loved everything that he said, because the way he spoke, he packaged it well, but he packaged it in a way where it's going to help us in the long run. I think that making a decision to have a kid has to include the father and to incentivize the father to stay there. So if you don't stay there, you don't have no incentive, no incentivization, no incentivizing. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? We need to. What he's saying is the right. We need more communities. You don't have a community without married couples. Mm-hmm. I don't know what you call that. We call that a ghetto where I come from.
PhD said, why do black men have...
Whoa.
She said, why do black men have to incentivize to do the right thing? It's the thing is with that, what you're saying, it's not easy. Let's just say for me, Jordan, me and my brother, we was raised single parent household. If you look at statistics, you're not supposed to make it either. We're supposed to be in jail, do drugs or anything like that. But even though we had a strong family, not just my mom, a strong family of trying to do good, even though you go outside, there's like I said, there's bad, I'm not trying to say the word, there's bad intentions out there that we can do and everything, especially the situation we living in. And what Killer Mike was trying to say is, if you start building marriages and everything, having two-parent households and everything, and you start raising young boys to enter the two-parent household, you won't see them do bad things, selling drugs, going to jail, things like that. So that's where I agree on Killer Mike on that. We need to start building strong families so we can help our black men in next generation to do better, because there's a lot of men who's raised in single parents household, and likely, you raised in a single parents household. If you look at the facts, it usually don't end well like that.
The question I got, go ahead.
I know I said shout out to Y High. I didn't even know Y High was here. He was very quiet today. But PhD, you just missed a whole full of panel.
Yeah.
Man, I miss PhD, but Supreme God is PhD, but I miss.
Yeah, we appreciate PhD, but we appreciate.
I'm scared. I'm scared.
Don't be scared of PhD, but
man, she ate me. She had ate me up last time. You know what I mean? So I'm a little bit timid. I'm scared. I feel a little bit weak when she's around. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
But even though but she raw truth though. You get what I'm saying?
But let me ask you a question. Why is it that men don't get no incentives for raw sex and they getting a lot of it, but we got a lot of these girls getting pregnant? Like they're getting the raw sex and having babies, and we get blamed for it too. And I'm not saying this. Let's stop giving men raw sex. Let's stop giving them raw sex. You know what I'm saying? So we won't even be having this conversation.
Oh, but I didn't see that video that went viral when a woman said it's not body count if you're not having raw sex. Have y'all
Yeah, I saw that earlier today. That shit was
crazy. You want to play that clip? You want to see like what woman really thinking out here?
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Why you not play the clip so the audience can see?
I don't know.
I can find it. I know where it's at. I'll find it right now. I can find it.
She said it's not body count if you don't have raw sex. So now it's sex now.
But think about this. We having so many kids, and I'm wondering how a lot of these bums and guys are getting raw sex out of these women. Listen, your body, your choice. I support that. I'm a feminist in that right. But then now we having the conversation with the whole kids situation. Let's stop giving bums raw sex. Strap up.
Look, Jordan just show you the video. And then they say, why does someone else always have to control black man's behavior?
That's listen, we talk because I'm going to be careful, beautiful, supreme queen, black diva. Can I allow to speak right now? Beautiful queen, black diva from down south. We not trying to control. This is the we just talking about black people here. So the thing about it is, how can we control women behavior to make a decision and say, hey, I know you a bum, but I'm gonna still let you tap this ass. Put a rubber on. Put a rubber on.
Well, DB say black men always escape responsibility every chance they get.
That's a lie, DB. That's a lie. I think that's a myth. Like the streets are a myth. That's a myth. Hold on, let me play that video.
Well, watch this video, PhD video. Your view may change. Go ahead.
He said, black men have agency over your own body. Stop having raw sex.
We can't.
We can't. Listen, you can stop it. You control it. We got enough sauce to get you to let us tap that ass. But you could be like, I know he a bum. Let me get the depot shot. Let me get that ring.
We want to have the real feeling. We want that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You might want to feel it too, skin on skin. But you can make a decision because you know you don't want him as a bum for a father for a whole year.
And there's a lot of women, especially in the South, they don't like condoms. They think you they think you use a condom. They look at you weird.
Don't say play the video. Don't say I need to play the video. Play the video, and then I keep on condom attacking. Go ahead.
You're fucking with a condom. That does not count as a body. It does not.
So you can fuck 100 niggas,
and it's not gonna count.
Fuck nobody.
Exactly. It's not gonna count.
Yeah, that's
not gonna count.
That's different. Wait, so that means your boyfriend can do that. If you got a boyfriend, like, yeah, I'm about to go fuck with this brown right quick, but I'm gonna wear a condom, so it don't count.
And see, niggas don't know how to do that. If you're fucking with a condom, that does not count as a body. It does not.
PhD, but this is the new generation. This is it. Go ahead, King. Go ahead.
So she's so delusional in her fact for her to even say that. The day you lay down and the nigga's on top of you, and I'm looking down on you, that's a body. When you put that sausage, and when the dude put that sausage in your mouth, that also considered as a body. I just say this: sex leads to other things that have ramifications and a greater effect. And in our community, that leads to kids, and that leads to single mother households. That leads to a lot. Now we can say that we need to have autonomy over our bodies, but a lot of things we can stop by not having raw sex with bums. You feel me? I have
Uh,
autonomy over.
I don't know. He's PhD. What question? He say, sausage in the mouth. Is it a body? Balls?
Yeah, that's a body. That's a
It is a
body,
body. It
PhD.
is a body. It
That's
is
a
a body.
body.
It is a body. PhD, but I like how you use that. That was good
Yeah,
verbiage. I ain't gonna lie. That
yeah,
was good.
that's a body, PhD.
That was a good.
You say any level intimacy is a body in my brain. Me and Natasha Vincent agree. That's what I'm saying. Listen, if I'm able to stick the finger up there, that's a body. You know what I mean? Anything that has you in a compromising position, you know what I mean? That's a body. Like, you know what I mean? So
PhD even said, "Let me do
pause.
some quick,
He said,
some
let me do
quick
some quick
calculations."
calculations.
Yeah. That's a body. I mean, that's a
Oh
body in
man,
my eyes. But listen, I have full autonomy over my body, because I'm 40 something, no kids. You know what I mean? 40 something, no kids. I think we should just. If we want to tackle the child support thing in the situation, no more raw sex. Depot shots for everybody.
but
If y'all want,
oh, this is a real question. How come back then? Remember, condom is something new. Condom
yeah.
hasn't been around for a very long time.
Mhm.
How come back then in the 90s, not in the 90s, sorry, in the early 1900s, they was able to have sex and they wasn't having kids like that.
Pull-out games were serious.
Yeah.
A lot of guys, when they handling their business, they were like, "Well," they'll just go to the point before they know they about to leave. Some of them was very strategic on that.
PhD would go there. She said, "I use white girls rule. The mouth, the the butt don't count."
No. Listen. That's the white. No. In black rules, the mouth, the butt, and that all that considered is a body. All that is a body. So if you had a couple sausages in your mouth, you need to add on onto your body. No judgment. No judgment. Just, but we not caring about no bodies either, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He said condoms were used in ancient Egypt. He
Really?
said, hmm
I
Oh
didn't.
yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
people were having 10 to 12 kids. We're having 10 to 12 kids. I want 10 to 12 right now. He said, nah, Ronnie. He said, no condom is how you got baby boomers. Facts.
He said they was cuffing in the early 90s.
He said, clothes hangers and falling down.
No, but I'm gonna do research about condoms were used in ancient Egypt. That's very interesting. So what they used to do? Wrap it with what? What?
Let me see if I can find something. Let me see if I can
He,
see if I
Yeah,
he,
can find a fact.
that's very interesting.
PhD would say carry the one.
Incarnated, man. Oh,
He said PhD.
Okay, here it is, right. Here's a quick thing, right? So it was made of fine linen soaked in olive oil and had been attached to a string that researchers believe would have tied around their waist.
oh,
Lambs. The LA project say lamb skin.
Yeah.
shout out to the
So
project,
use
man.
fine linen soaked in
Look,
olive oil and
look,
wrap it around their waist.
wow,
Lamb skin.
crazy. I didn't even know that. I'm gonna do
It
research.
looked like this. It looked like this.
No, can't be.
That's when I got the picture. Let's see if I can find another one.
She said my paternal grandparents had 10 kids. DB, I'm envious of them.
10 kids?
I'm envious, DB. Praise the Lord. Alhamdulillah. All praise to Muhammad. I want 10. Listen, DB, I want to be like your grandparents.
It's another picture. This is the oldest car ever existed right here. So yeah, they was using it. Oh, the LA project's in the building. Shout out to LA. The LA project. He said you can use it if you're allergic to latex.
Oh,
No, but Hakeem, 10?
10. Yeah, 10. Yeah, 10. Listen, my granddaddy got over 11.
Look at LA Project. He said my mom is 11 out of 17.
Well, my wife's mom, she had 14 kids.
14, yeah.
And then my great grandmother, my mom's son, she had 9 kids.
Hey, Chicago, you right? Really, I'm for real. I want to have a compound. I want about 11 to me. Praise the Lord.
11. No, Hakeem. Why you get upset at Future and Nick Cannon for having all those kids and you want the same thing?
They're not married because they're
not married. I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna marry the one I'm gonna have 11 kids with. We gonna all live in the compound, the Wonderland.
Damn, 11. I ain't gonna lie, 11 is a lot. I ain't gonna lie, that's a lot. Remember you talking about? Remember what's the math? They say $1,000 for every kid. That's $11,000 a month.
Okay, how many? Okay, out of 11, how many twins, Hakeem?
How many twins?
Yeah. Oh yeah, Hakeem got a lot of twins in his family.
I got a lot of twins in my family. So
he got a lot of twins.
Listen, I could be lucky to get three sets. If I get 3 sets, then we halfway there.
And look at LA Project. She said, that's a lot for one woman. It is. That's
listen. My grandmother on my daddy's side is a twin.
No, my mom, God rest her soul, my mom has 7.
Yeah.
One dad. My dad. That's it. 7.
We trying to lock in the whole world.
But that's a lot. But Hakeem, dude, he got a lot of twins in his family. Hakeem, your first child gonna be a twin. I already know that because you got a lot of twins.
Yeah. Got a lot of twins.
You got a lot of twins. Your family just blessed with twins. Jordan, you got any twins in your family? I have twins in my family and my dad's side.
Not really.
My sister just had 2 kids right now, and they're twins.
One of my cousins has a twin.
Yeah, Chicago. I don't think Hakeem know. I don't think Hakeem know about DJ Ham. He don't know about DJ Ham. I'm trying to DJ Ham.
I pray.
Yeah, that's a lot of PhD, but I know that's still a lot of children. Yeah, I want 5, but what's the but me, LA? You want what you want? You want 10? I would say Hakeem, women today, they very cautious about their body. I don't think they're gonna give out like that, bro. You might have to get in a polygamous relationship.
Listen, I'm gonna tell them, I'm gonna say, baby, don't worry about your body. I'm gonna love all them stretch marks. I'm kissing each stretch marks.
I'm with DB though. I take 3. I take 3 or maybe 4, but
she said 3 is a lot. DB, 3 is not enough. I want what your grandparents want, baby.
10.
Bless you up here. I want what your grandparents want.
But I ain't gonna lie, boy. That's gonna be a lot of vitamins and stuff because that's a lot, bro. You gonna be tired as hell.
That's no problem. I eat a lot of watermelon now, so I'm ready. I eat a lot of watermelon now. I'm ready, and I want to.
What about how inflation going, Hakeem? How's that going?
With the inflation going, I'm gonna be able to take care of it. You know, I'm a hustler.
Yeah, Hakeem's a hustler. You got a book.
I'm a hustler.
He gonna be New York Times bestseller.
That's it.
You got the podcast.
Listen, New York Times bestseller or New York Times best hustler. If I get indicted, either one, I'm gonna leave something behind.
Hey, look at Chicago. Chicago said kids in this economy.
Yeah, Chicago. I want them. Listen, Chicago. I know it's a fee, and I'm ready to pay for it.
Chicago, I get ready to work 100 hours a week.
I'm ready to pay for it. You know what I'm saying?
Look, I was so glad I'm
He
retired.
said, I'm done. I'm retired.
Listen, listen, I'm ready to have a little nigga. I'm ready to have a little nigga like me say, like, peace, God. When I come to the crib, I say, peace, God.
No, damn, LA project, you got two? Damn, you look good. You look good. That she take care of. Man.
He
Two
said
kids,
after
you
the
look like
first
that good. Go ahead.
goes, she said after the first one, God does a wonderful trick and make you forget about the pain you went through. The lo and behold, up pops another one, and then you are the Duggar family. 100%. I just listen. I want them to release. I want women to release that mind and just say, "Had the babies." That's it.
No, but that's true though. I heard that from my sister say when you have a first child, everyone else, the other child are easy to make. Like, cause I think the woman body is naturally fertile, so they pop one like every like nonstop. Like it just keep coming. Like their
Listen,
womb just opens. Go ahead.
I come from a big family and I love it. So, and I
Your
love
mom,
boy.
your mom gonna be stressing Hakeem because you gonna
She
want her
will
to
be stressed.
babysit. You gonna want her to babysit 11 kids.
Yeah,
She
yeah,
gonna
yeah,
kill
yeah.
you.
And listen, I'm happy that I got little niggas around that I can boss around. You see earlier what I did earlier? I said, yo, go to the store for me. I say, I don't know what I would do if my sister ain't had these kids. I say, yo, go to the store for me. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I need a couple Hakeems. So I say, yo, peace, God, go to the store, go up the store for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Chicago, get out of the chat. Get out of the chat. Anyway, what's going on, D? Anyway, it's about that time. It's about
By
that
that
time.
time.
Like always, guys. Thank you guys for coming through, guys. Make sure on your way out, please make sure you hit that like button. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Remember, we do go live each and every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 o'clock Eastern time. Like always, shout out to everybody that came on the panel. Shout out to the lovely
Oh
Stephanie.
man.
Man, shout out to Ruthless True. Shout out to Chicago Rilla. Shout out to Mr. Muhammad.
Yeah, yeah.
Boy, that was a
Man.
shocker when he
That
came
was a
on. I was
second,
like,
yeah.
yeah, I was like, shout
Y'all
out to
made him
him,
came
man.
out the cave. That's
He
how good the
did.
conversation was.
Yeah, he did. I'm glad. But shout out
Oh,
to not only that, but shout out to all the new subscribers. Go ahead. Go ahead, Hakeem.
man, shout out to you. Want to say I say this, but he probably don't believe me. Shout
What?
out to Chicago Rilla, man.
Yeah. Chicago, Hakeem's a big fan of yours.
I
Real
don't
big
think he.
fan.
I don't think he. Listen, I was talking about him the other day on Genesis channel, and I was like, he's kind of the reason that inspired this idea to start this podcast. He don't. He might not believe it, but you never know. This is why every single one of everybody, and I want to thank all y'all. When you get on these places, you never know who you may inspire.
Oh, no, but DB don't believe you. She said, child.
No, no, no. I'm for real. So I gotta give. Listen, I gotta give the man his flowers when he needs to, because I don't think he understands. You might not know a person could be watching your voice echoes to somebody, and you inspire people to do things and bring his friends along, so we can create this wonderful universe we got.
No,
That's
but it's true. Chicago, no, but Chicago's a deep brother. I told him that so many times.
oh,
Like every time he talks, I just be quiet. Like he's really a deep brother. For real, for
listen,
real.
listen.
So
Night after night, I used to go and watch the Lapeef show. This is I didn't even we didn't even had this. And I used to be like, out of all of them, Chicago was the only one I could relate to.
yeah, cause he was real. Yep.
Yeah.
Beyond real, straight to the point. He had nothing to prove. And you could see and you could resemble and see somebody that reminds you of you. Like I say, yeah, this is my brother. He's talking to things that I go through and talking to things that we live life and stuff like that. And the way he talked about his woman, how he praised her and this and that, which is in reality how we all really are. Not all black men are downing their women like
Right.
Buddy Rowe or making them look like say none. So I say, yeah, this a dude that he could be in my family. So it was an inspiration from that point to be like, okay, I want my voice to be heard and to practice and preach what we want: marriage, supporting our black women, loving them, and bringing us together. We don't want no separation. We want all of us to be the. And I love Genesis too.
No, Genesis is dope. Genesis, I started to become a fan. I'm a fan of Genesis.
Yeah,
Genesis, no, but Chicago Rilla, I met him through Jay Prince. Also, Jay
yeah.
Prince, shout out to him because Jay Prince when he came on the panel, I was like, wait a minute, That's Chicago Gorilla. I was
Gorilla.
laughing. When he
He's
came
a
on, yeah, I literally said, I said,
he's
wait
a
a minute.
superstar. He's a
Yeah, hold
superstar
on.
Yeah.
on this
Hey,
Wait,
side.
wait a minute.
this
Chicago
is
Gorilla.
Chicago Real. I'm gonna use an old school term. He a soul brother to me. He a soul
Yeah.
brother.
Yeah, he's so. We're
Soul
gonna meet him
brother.
in real life. I told him when he come to Miami, I'm taking off for drinks. I already told him. But I was laughing because when I saw Chicago, I was like, wait a minute, him, Logic, all of that. I was like, man,
Yeah.
they really regular people. But by the end of the day, guys, man, shout out to you guys for being on the panel, man. Y'all made this show, amazing screen. Very educational. I love educational screen that we able to learn, bounce off each other. So it really goes. Shout out to you guys on the panel. Shout out to you guys in the chat, man. You guys in the chat was killing it. Shout out
Oh
to
my God.
Fire
Yeah,
today.
y'all was in fire. Shout out to LA Project. Shout out to D. Shout out to the lovely Black Beauty. Shout out to the lovely Natasha Vincent who works hard for us, man.
I
Natasha,
love you,
pretty
Natasha.
soon we're gonna put you on payroll.
We
I don't care
will.
what you say. I don't
We
know. I
flying
don't
you
know
out
you do
the
it for free. She don't need the money. I'm putting
And
you on
bonuses.
payroll.
And bonuses.
I'm a personally lay the red carpet from Montreal down to Miami for you. We're gonna bring you
Yes.
out here. Or
Shout out
get you
to
that loft in New York. We'll get you that loft in New York that you deserve.
yeah, that far, very
Yeah.
far. Whatever she want,
Yeah.
we're gonna make sure that
Yeah.
happens. Shout out to DB. Shout out to the Jabbar. Jabbar was in here. He was going ham.
Yeah,
Shout
yeah,
out
he
to
was.
Jabbar. He
He
at
was
work.
snapping.
He was
He was
snapping.
snapping. He
He
was
was
snapping.
snapping. He was
I didn't know he
snapping.
was a freedom fighter like that.
No, he is. He be
I didn't know
trolling
that.
though. He be trolling. Cause he be telling me like,
Whoa.
"Yo, Ron, I'm gonna troll." On LA Project, remember you always welcome to come on. Cause I
Oh,
told him to come on. You could come on anytime. Anytime we live, you guys want to come on time in, you can. Over here, we let you guys talk. Nobody's been disrespectful. It's not like the other platform. We let you guys talk, and
listen,
y'all feel
let him
welcome.
know
You know what I'm saying?
this is a safe space for
For
black
women,
women here. For women here.
for real. Yeah, for
Hakeem,
real.
Black Boy, she said she want a ranch.
Who? Yeah,
Black
I
Beauty.
think we got.
Anything for you, Queen. We'll do that right now.
Right.
Yeah, we give our black women over here wrenches. I know they're gonna call me the
Yeah, we'll do
biggest
that
simp,
right now.
but I'm a simp. Yeah, but at the end of the day, man, shout out to you guys. Shout out to Wyatt High who always holding us down. Shout out to Josh. Shout out to Josh. Shout out to man, Lord Spike Protein. He also was in
Jodo
the building.
Herdo.
Go ahead. Say it
Jodo
again, Joe.
Herdo.
Jordan heard him. Shout out to Jordan heard him.
Black
He was actually
Poppy
working.
Blanco was in here.
Shout out to
DB.
Gore.
Oh man.
Shout out to Gore. Like all these supporters, man. We really do greatly appreciate you guys. Y'all understand? PH Diva, Supreme God, PH Diva. When she drops in, I started blushing. Because
Oh,
you
Sarah
understand?
B. She was on here too. Shout out to Zara B. She was here too.
Oh yeah, I can't forget
Yeah,
the
she was
lovely
here.
Zara B was in the building.
Yeah,
she
she
was
was
my
in
lovely
here.
friend from the UK.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, LA Pro, I would say we just give out riches because we know you guys rock with us. Nobody really use them. But when we blow up, y'all will use them because you're gonna have real trolls in the building. Shout out to Sugar Bomb, DB, all you guys, man. We really love you, man. We love you guys so much, man. Not only that, man, it's also very important. Y'all go to KL Culture Radio community tab. In the community tab, there's a KL Culture Radio T-shirt. Jordan already beat me in the game. He got different colors. I'm gonna beat that though. And the KL Culture Radio coffee mug. We got the KL Culture. Hey, matching. The KL Culture Radio has coming out soon, guys. So be patient with us. We're working on that.
Oh yeah, I
real
found the
soon.
distributor too.
Finally. So I
We
will have
found
to
it.
have no more of these. It'll be KL Culture Radio hats, and I'm gonna get it in all colors. And not only that, shout out to Prince Hakeem with his book Black Love, and also he got a new book that's about to drop in the summer.
How to love the black woman.
How to love the black woman. Damn.
Listen, it's already in the pipeline. I got a professional writer. We got it.
Wait.
How to love the black woman we got the writer. We got the writer. We put the piece together for y'all. Then we're gonna double back and put how to love the black man.
Yeah, the coffee mug is in the KL Culture Radio community tab. So, and I'm also putting on my community tab as well, so you guys can go ahead and get the merch, support the platform, because we actually do use the funds to build other things. So it's just not, as you can see, Hakeem reinvest in the business. We're not using the money for ourselves. We literally reinvest in the business. So hey, Genesis says she needs that book, How to Love the Black Woman.
I got you. Listen, the book is done. Me and the writer was the only reason why I haven't released it yet. We've been arguing over the cover. That's our only issue. It's been edited. It's been and we finalizing stuff. We gonna get it. We got that.
Yeah.
It's put together.
Man, I'm
For
proud of you, Hakeem, man. I don't know you heard. I know I
no,
used to tell you that all the time, but you
yeah,
like my brother
Yeah,
from
man.
another mother. But I am proud of
yeah.
you. You know, you doing. I told you before you hit the grave. I told you I'm gonna make sure your name is being known. Believe that. I'm gonna make sure of that. You know what I'm saying? But you doing God's work, and that's all
Mhm.
that matters. Look, women like it. They like it. Go get your own. Go over your draft.
Yeah. We went over the draft. We got somebody to check it. The only reason why I haven't been able to release it, because I got me and this person is a joint project. We've been fighting over the cover. And if it was only solely me, I would have then just released it. But since I'm working with somebody, we've been fighting for over a week now. Use the image.
Use her image of her. Use the image of her.
I would love to. Listen, the image reflects all y'all beauty, all shades in color, mocha brown, chocolate, caramel. But we just been you know what I mean? We just been trying to get it done.
And people don't understand. I know we're about to end, but people don't understand. This is Hakeem's dream. He always
Just
wanted to be Arthur. People don't understand
yeah.
that.
That's my biggest
Always
dream.
wanted to be Arthur.
Listen, always wanted to be author. I wanted to write a movie. I also want to produce a movie.
That's coming soon. And
That's
I
coming soon.
do that because that's actually what I want to do is film producing. I always want to do
Yeah.
film. I love production. And you ever want to see me glow? Put me in a production stadium, in a production setting. You'll see me like go into my work. Like I love production. I love it.
Mm.
That's why I like streaming. Streaming is like production when you like the StreamYard, the Restream, all that. That's my area of expertise. Hakeem and Jordan let me do my thing. Jordan loves the topics.
Yeah.
He loves it. That's
Oh, yeah.
Jordan like, you know what I'm saying? So Hakeem put us in different departments. That's why when it comes to production, normally that's my thing. Jordan does the topics. That's what I'm saying. And Hakeem he's just the maker himself. So, us make a good combined. That's why I say this group here, there's we Chiefs, but we also Indians as well.
That's it.
And that
Nobody's over nobody.
And like always, on DB when the book drop, Hakeem, we're gonna let you guys know where to go get it. And also, we will be interviewing Hakeem and also the co-author as well. So that's dope. So so Hakeem, like I said, everybody's proud of you, my dude. Keep doing the good God's work. Like always, thank you for tuning in to KL Culture Radio. We over and out.
Peace.